XXL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
What'd you think of your home team this Saturday night, ET? What'd you think?
It felt good being back in the bank.
Yeah.
It definitely was a real, dress rehearsal.
Music's a little loud. I can't hear you, bro. Or your mic's not loud enough.
My bad.
There you go.
It felt good being back in the bank. It definitely felt like dress rehearsal. Even like the fans, the people were out tailgating. The traffic was bad.
Yeah.
I got the whole game day experience.
Yeah. What about the squad itself on the field? I guess it's just
it didn't
dangerous to draw too many conclusions. Just kind of sum it up.
It wasn't 12-5.
Yeah, it wasn't 12-5 looking, was it? But again, it's. Would you feel better if you were like what Joe Burrow and the Bengals did? You lost the game the same way, but you came out and you scored 20.
I would have loved that, man.
A couple of quick touchdowns.
I just after that false start on the very first offensive play.
That wasn't a good sign, was it?
Yeah.
They had another one 2 minute motion, I believe. They had a few little missteps on that first drive. Still ended up in points, but yeah, very sloppy. And probably for a first preseason game, if your first team offense is going to convert a couple and score points, the first time they get the ball, that's better than working around, false start, run it 3, sack, punt. We've seen that too now. They took no shots, so I feel like we didn't see a bit of the playbook, right? I mean, maybe some pre-snap motion stuff to get the timing down, which I guess we see why the timing wasn't exactly down. But really no shots downfield with the first-team offense. It seemed like really nothing outside of 8 to 10 yards, was there? Am I missing a play, a shot downfield? I really don't recall one. Everything seemed to be either had a swing pass, like I said, did a couple of things here and there. They're going the road for the next two, so we'll shape it up and get ready for the Panthers. Next time we play football down at the stadium, it will be with the Carolina Panthers in town. Look, the penalties stand out. They stand out to you and me, and they stand out to the Jaguars. Head coach.
I mean, I did just address it. I think that ultimately it's something that takes no talent to do. And, we can't beat anybody. This is something we've been preaching for a long time since we arrived, was we cannot start to beat people until we stop beating ourselves. And that has remained pretty consistent since February or whatever it's been. So, yeah, frustrating for sure.
Well, again, it did end up. The drive ended in points, but still, nonetheless, that's the lesson that you take out of that. It could have been, who knows how we could be feeling today without those penalties. Maybe been zip, 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 zip down the field, touchdown, 7-0. We have a lot different feeling than the way it kind of muddled along semi-efficiently. I say efficiently only because they kept moving the chains, despite making it longer. Let's get into some of the realities here of this football team. Get Coach Cohen's opinion on some of what we saw. Mention not the best sign to watch the opponent's second team offense just go right through you to start the game. Like to see your defense make its initial appearance a little more productively.
Yeah, I think there's a little concern with, I think we were playing a little loose on some of our coverage system, I was a little disappointed with the early 3rd and 2, I think it was, where we're playing a tight 3 deep in that situation, and we got off coverage to give an easy Omaha away. That was a little frustrating to see. So, those are some things when you're playing a new system, right? They've been playing a lot of man coverage over the last year here and playing a lot more zone coverage. So, oftentimes you almost start to do too much the other way, where we're giving up a lot of grass and a little bit of room. So I imagine we're going to want to ask these guys to get a little stickier.
Yeah, that's kind of what I referenced earlier. And again, that's why you have this first one. Let's get out, everybody comfortable with the consequences not important. I mean, they're important for, in the moment. But overall, let's get that tightened up. That's what the preseason's for. And let's make we start to make real opinions and judgments on this football team after the Carolina game, when it matters. You got your top 30 or so players are out there for the majority of the Sunday afternoon, that's for sure. But it still doesn't lessen what you see and what you learn here. All right, two things going to be very important among the many. Got a checklist of them. But Trevor Lawrence, his digestion of this offense, and can he produce like Baker Mayfield produced in Tampa? I would argue he has similar weapons. Ultimately, which of the running backs are going to land? Short sample size. Tootin and Bigsby both average 4 yards a carry. ETN averaged 3 yards a carry. Sound familiar? Again, small sample size. ETN the first one out, but I think Tootin and Bigsby each were like 6 for 24 yards. And Tootin had that one touchdown where he kept running and they kept pushing. Show a little heart there. Maybe there's a little identity, culture. We didn't see a lot of that moxie out of this O-line.
I remember last year we talked about that. However, whenever the two teams would pile up, we never get that push.
Yeah, we're the ones getting pushed the other way.
But that time we got that push into the end zone. That was good to see.
Yeah, so that was good to see. Liam Cohen on the offensive line overall, where it stands after this preseason game one.
Yeah, I thought 0 sacks is always nice to have. I didn't feel like the quarterbacks were under duress all that much until kind of the end there where you felt it. I didn't think we got great movement in the run game, but I thought that we tried to lean on them a little bit and had some good runs. I'd like to be able to see us, run it better than we did, but I was pleased with their overall effort. I thought Sean had great communication with those guys. And they did their best, but we can definitely be better there.
The stat sheet for the game on Saturday night, if you just looked at it, just kind of took it at face value, just looked at the columns and looked at the stats and compared the two teams, it would look, just about it would look like a draw. I mean, it really would. And the score 31-25 would kind of tell you that. First downs, real similar. Steelers did have 4 more. Total plays, Steelers ran 65. The Jags ran 61. This just reeks of controlled scrimmage where you all get the same amount of plays in, the same amount of clock time. But yeah, listen to this. Total plays 65-61. Total yards. 367 to 339. Yards per play, 5.5 to 5.5. Passing yards. The pass defense was really not good. Did get to the quarterback twice. Smoot had one. 29-38, though, for the Steelers, 301 yards. Jags threw for 273. They each ran for 66 yards exactly. The Jags did do it on 8 fewer carries. Each team was kind of sloppy. Steelers penalized 6 times. The Jags 8, but for fewer yards overall. No turnovers in the game. I guess that would be one. And then the time of possession was 30-44 to 29-16. So back to the point I was going to make, really, you look at that and everything checks out as it's a dead even game. Here's the problem. We played our guys and they didn't. That's the part that makes you, if you overreact to some mini nervousness. Hold on now. That's the second team for Pittsburgh that just went like Swiss G 75. But again, I take you back to what Aaron Rodgers said last week before the game, before we knew that he wouldn't play, along again with Mean Joe Green, Terry Bradshaw, and everyone else that's ever been any good for Pittsburgh. But he said, man, this preseason football ain't football. Nobody's game plan. Everybody's running the same 2 or 3 things. So is what it is. That's the starting point. All right, one more from head coach Liam Cohen after the game on a Saturday night. Again, he's had some time to digest the film and really look at it, so we'll get more updates down from Jagland and camp still going on, closed now to the public, but we'll have a lot more as we go through the day. You stay tuned here to 1010XL. But he was asked, again, Trevor was, efficient, I guess would be the word. It wasn't him that was creating these silly penalties, but just in one possession, 6 of 7, 43 yards. I believe his passer rating was something like 94, 90s somewhere. Again, just one possession, 6 of 7, 43 yards. It resulted in a field goal. And these comments from Liam Cohen.
Yeah, I think aside from the first play, I think he just was at the line with a can and kind of just took a little long, and it got us a little jumpy. But I thought, aside from that, you look at getting through some progressions. You got back to Strange on a progression for a first down. That was really nice to see. I thought we protected Trevor pretty well. I thought he was accurate with the ball. Safety made a good drive on BT on that one inbreaker, but the ball was kind of where it needed to be, maybe a little bit more firm for him. But I thought he operated at a good click.
All right, such a big weekend in the NFL with everyone playing in so many different storylines. I'm going to kind of break it up a little bit. We'll still have a football fix coming up, final segment this hour, closer to the top of the hour. And I'll just kind of zero in then on some injury news. We had some bad injury news and some other news and notes. But as to the week one preseason, we've seen some rookie quarterbacks for the first time. Some grades are coming out. Again, just this is all relative to the time of year that we're in. So we'll look at some of those rookie QB performances and some other standout from just the games that were played this weekend when we come back on the other side. And I'll get to that first round of the playoff goes to Justin Rose. And again, the storyline is Tommy Fleetwood and not able to hold on to what looked like was a win in hand. He got a bunch of major champions chasing him down. He couldn't hold them off. What a fantastic start, though, to the PGA playoff season. Thoroughly enjoyed. I got wrapped up in golf for, 3 straight hours, really for the first time since the majors, and I enjoyed that yesterday. So thoughts on that and more. You're listening to The Drill. We're live inside the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. It's not girl talk, it's sports talk. Woo! Coming after you! Tom McManus adds his helmet to the heels with Lauren Brooks and Taylor Dahl.
Let's talk football.
Football! At a new time, afternoons 2 to 4 on 1010XL.
Your grandfather was stronger at 50 than you are at 40. Want to know why? His testosterone was 30% higher than yours. That's not genetics. That's modern life killing your hormones. Stress, chemicals, sitting, it's all crushing your T levels. Male Excel reverses it. Prescription testosterone, thyroid optimization, personalized to you. Over 100,000 men are already winning again. Your turn. Try MaleExcel.com. Free assessment because you deserve it. Your family deserves it.
Homeowners, storms don't wait, so why should you? Protect your home and your wallet with Universal Roof and Contracting. Save up to 20% on roof replacements and repairs now through August 31st. Financing is available with payments as low as $115. Call 855-ROOF-HELP for your free inspection. Universal Roof and Contracting. Protecting your home, building your trust. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com. 1010XL is the home of Gator Nation and the Gator Bites podcast presented by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. I'm Hacker, and we keep you connected with the University of Florida all year long. Get Gator Bites where you find podcasts.
They were right. It could have waited. I can't believe it happened to me. Reaching to check my phone. Now my family has to hear that I'm never coming home again.
Officer?
I'm so sorry. I have some very sad news to share with you.
Every day, 9 people on Florida roadways don't make it home. I was one of the people that didn't make it home.
Ride with Do Not Disturb. Every trip, every time. Let's get everyone home safely. A message from Florida Department of Transportation, Target Zero. For more information, visit targetzerofl.com.
Lauren Brooks here for Terminix. As temperatures warm up around us, ants come out in droves. And when they move into your home or business, it's unnerving. Terminix knows that ants add up fast, but Terminix subtracts them faster because living with ants isn't any fun. When ants show up, so does Terminix. Don't live with an ant problem, Terminix it. Visit Terminix.com today to schedule a free inspection online. That's TERMINIX.com.
Have you or someone you care about been arrested or had their driver's license taken away? I'm Susan Cohen, and I work with David Robbins at the law firm of Epstein & Robbins. We are experienced fighters for those charged with DUI and all criminal offenses. I've been named the best DUI attorney in the state, and David has been named the best criminal defense lawyer in Jacksonville. In your battle with the justice system, there is only one thing you need to know. Dial David 24/7 at Epstein & Robbins, 354-5645.
Are you an experienced chiller technician and looking for a role where your skills are truly valued? It's time to make the move to Local 234 plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. You'll get top pay, comprehensive health and welfare benefits for your family, and a pension that doesn't come out of your pocket. Join the team that's got your back. Local 234, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit UA234.com to send your resume today.
Equal opportunity employer.
What's happening, folks? It's your main man, ET, here for Twin Peaks, which happens to be the best in the game, by the way. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. And it's bigger game days, and it's bolder fight nights, too. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that's always coming through in the clutch? Every day, from lunch to late at night, only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar. Hit a home run for happy hour and ask your Twin Peaks girl about local specials on drafts, cocktails, shots, and more. And tell them your boy sent you.
Lauren Brooks here from Helmets and Heels. Circa Resort and Casino has 2 epic pro football contests, Circa Million and Circa Survivor. Circa Million, pick 5 games weekly against the spread for $1 million grand prize. Circa Survivor, 1 pick a week, no spread. Last one standing wins $15 million. Enter at any Circa in Nevada, play anywhere. Sign up for either and get 50% off a 2-night stay. Helmets and Heels will be live from Circa in Vegas on August 22nd. Full contest details at circasports.com and the 1010XL homepage.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Back here on the drill. Well, it went so doggone stinking perfectly that I would expect our event that we held at Alhambra on Friday would become a yearly event. So if you missed out on this one, this wasn't some like privileged listener club. Everyone had a chance to hear those cues to call and join us for the luncheon with Freddie T. And it was. I thought it was outstanding. ET, you were obviously there, a big part of it. He was working the crowd. I had the mics. We had segments where Dan and I just entertained a little bit. We did some one-on-one interviewing with Fred Taylor. We opened up the questions for the audience, and ET had the microphone there. They served him a delicious lunch. I heard. I didn't get lunchy.
Man,
how about Dan and I not getting lunch?
Oh,
man?
That's a big L, man.
I mean, that's a big L.
Man, that food was so good.
Maybe we should have planned next year. We get there a little bit. We eat before we go on stage or something. I had a poor dude, man. They know my sweet tooth. My guy was offering me his cake. Remember that dude? That's a good dude there, man.
That's a Googan for real.
Because you get nervous when they say, I got a question, because we didn't have a lot of these. You ready? I got a question for Fred, and I got a question for Prosser.
Yeah, I was like, oh, Lord. And he got the mic, too. I was like, oh, gosh.
Oh, boy. What did I say to you?
Never had somebody the mic and walk away.
No, but he was super cool about it. And for Prosser, I'm like, yeah, do you want my cake, man? He was eating that cake. What's that, about 8-10 pieces, they were saying?
Hey, stop telling my business, bro.
Don't tell me.
They're already calling me a fullback.
Yeah. Fred got that story. Yeah, that hurt a little bit. Yeah, I saw you shrink up a little bit with that story. Hey, do you remember, I say old, I guess there's been a whole new generation, but have you ever seen the show Let's Make a Deal?
Yes, sir.
You know the one I'm talking about?
Uh-huh.
Now it's that dude, Wayne Brady, isn't he the host now? Or they've moved on from Is Wayne Brady in some sort of trouble at some point? I don't know. I can't keep up.
But he was the last host that I can remember.
Oh, yeah, I think he still is. But Let's Make a Deal is still on, right?
I think so.
Yeah, now back in the day, Let's Make a Deal was in its prime. The original was back when I was a kid, ET. It had this dude, Monty Hall. It's the same exact show, though. Yeah, everyone comes all goofy costumes. They do all these different, parlor guessing games, and you take your chance to behind door. Have you ever heard that old cliche? Take what's behind door number 3. That came from Let's Make a Deal.
Gotcha.
All right, behind curtain number 3. But there was always a part of that show, ET, at the end, and I don't know how much of it you've watched, but anyone who's actually watched Let's Make a Deal will know what I'm talking about. There's a part at the end of the show where the host, back in the day, Monty Hall, now I guess Wayne Brady, he'll go up into into the audience and say he'll go to one of the girls. I'll give you $50 for every bobby pin you have in your purse.
Okay.
Or, if you have a bottle opener, I'll give you $300. Just go around the audience. And so people prepare. They bring different kinds of things, right?
Yep.
So I'm going to play Let's Make a Deal right now with a listening audience.
Oh, I like
with
that.
my little observations of the day.
Oh, I like that.
Let me give you one that I'm going to say right now I think you all win, or we're at least going to see the penetration on this answer. First and foremost, don't we all have that what ultimately becomes junk drawer in our kitchen?
Yes, goodness.
And there's everything in there, staplers and tape and old notebooks, ketchup packets, straws, pencils, pens, staplers,
everything.
Every size of battery ever made. And the following. I'm also going to say that if I'm Monty Hall and I knocked on your door and I said, and the reason I bring this up is because it's not an often used item. But I'll leave little notes, for Mrs. P when I leave in the morning, and I like to leave them in pencil.
Okay, all right.
I just like the way the pencil writes on the hard surfaces I go.
Some pencils,
I like that. It's like smooth, soft little feel, right? Well, ultimately, if you use a pencil too much, what happens, E.T.?
It gets dull.
It gets dull, right?
Yeah.
I'm here to tell y'all.
Okay.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up. Go to your junk drawer right now, and if you got a pencil sharpener in there, I'll give you $50. I bet you there's one in there.
Yeah, I don't got one.
I know you say you don't. You would have my guy at ET would have lost. He'd be going through his purse right now, his man purse. That's crossbody sling. He'd be rifling through pencil sharpener.
Because I got a lot of mechanical pencils.
Okay,
so
all right.
I might not have
you
one.
may have. Look, I went through there. What I did, I looked for. There's that little tiny one, right? It's like a little square
that you spin.
Yeah, just do. But it's a little square one, and the stuff goes everywhere. And I'm going through, and again, I'm seeing every battery type. I got paper clips. I got any and everything in the junk drawer.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I've almost got two separate junk drawers. One of the junk drawers is all that kind of stuff, and the other is
like a backed up joint. Yeah, a backup. Yeah,
a backup junk drawer. Hoarders, all of us. I bet if you went through the junk drawer and you could throw, it'd be like our hats, which I still haven't thrown away, by the way.
Me neither.
That's terrible.
I've actually accumulated more.
Oh, for sure. I bought 2 hats the Braves game, a team I don't even like. I can't get rid of them. I tried the other day. I got to do it. Just get rid of it. I do the same thing with T-shirts, golf shirts. I got 1,000 things I don't wear or need. I digress. So anyway, but I'm looking for the little one, and in my mind, I'm like, surely we'll have it. Even back from when the kids were, 15 years ago. That's how junk drawers survive. I got stuff in that junk drawer been in there 20 years. I bet.
Yes.
But I go looking through and I can't find it, right? I can't find it. I'm like, darn, Monty Hall's not going to give me $50. And then I see it there glistening. It's like this big plastic looking thing. And it's a fancy pencil sharpener that you got to pop open a lid and it holds all the shavings and stuff in it.
Oh, that's a good one, yeah.
So there you go. $50 from ET for all of you that can go home today and find a little pencil sharpener.
You're going to have to find me.
They have to find you first, right? Anyway, that is what we call how 6 minutes gets away from you here on the program. We're here for it. Speaking of getting away from you, no one knows the art of getting away from you like our guy hard luck Tommy Fleetwood, who did it again yesterday. Somehow yesterday, on top of the disappointment of blowing the Travelers earlier this year, of owning, I don't know, I think it's 5 or 6 runner-up finishes, of being the guy right now wearing that collar of the most PGA Tour starts without a win. I thought, the timing, there's some symmetry here. Cam Young got his first one just a week ago. Yeah, Tommy Fleetwood's going to bust through here. It's finally going to happen. Fleetwood took the lead into Saturday, took the lead into Sunday. And yesterday, he managed to outdo himself. He blew the lead not once but twice. Fleetwood came out of the gates, and by the turn, he had blown a 3-shot lead. And then for the next 7 holes, he built the lead back up. He got it back. He had a 2-shot lead, and then after JJ Spawn birdied, he had a 1-shot lead going to 17, where Justin Rose made birdie. Justin Rose, by the way, just went ape crazy down the stretch. I mean, ape bleep crazy. This dude went birdie. I'm not exaggerating. 4 in a row, 5 out of 6. Another one in the playoff. I mean, the guy's putter got icy hot. And he made up a 3-shot deficit on the last 5 holes against the guy he was playing with, his supposed buddy, Tommy Fleetwood. Here's what I thought to myself yesterday, E.T., as Rose is making his charge. He's pulled within 1 now as they go to the 17th hole. And I could just see Justin Rose standing there, a major champion, 11 wins, looking over at his countryman who looks like he picked up his golf outfit at TJ Maxx on the way to the course. All due respect, bro. I mean, I'm not judging. And I think Justin Rose looked over at him and said, I'm Justin Rose, and this is Tommy Dirt Dauber. I'm going to go win this thing. They can be buddies or not, but Justin Rose, former major champion, J.J. Spawn, another recent major champion, they ended up both beating Tommy Fleetwood, who fell into a tie for third with Scotty Scheffler. And we'll let you know how that all impacts Brunch with the Tour and that also important race. With Brunch with the Tour coming up tomorrow. All right, we got Freddie T today. He can help us break down what he saw in preseason game number 1. I got a football fix when we come back on the other side. You're listening to The Drill. We're live inside the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is Brent Musburger's VSIN Action Update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
The Marlins had a tough last few days in Atlanta against the Braves. The two teams played 5 total games, and the Braves won 4 of them, including yesterday by a 7-1 score. Today's the day off for the Marlins. Tomorrow they will be in Cleveland for a matchup against the Guardians. The Tampa Bay Rays also struggled this weekend, getting swept by the Mariners, losing yesterday 6-3. They'll be in Sacramento as they are set to match up against the A's coming up tonight. Ryan Pepio on the mound for the Rays. They are at -106. The A's are -110 favorites. Over-under has been set at 10 runs. I'm Matt Pauley. This has been your action update on 1010XL.
When your plumbing backs up, your septic's acting shady, or your AC quits on a 95-degree day, who are you going to call? Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. Don't take just our word for it. Here's what real customers are saying about their experience with our company.
Megan in the office was so helpful and polite. Scheduling was easy, and the tech showed up right on time.
From plumbing and septic to air conditioning, we do it all. Call 904-862-6769 or online at duckduckrooter.com. When you're stuck, call the Duck.
For over 55 years, Green Acres Sporting Goods has proudly served Jacksonville from the corner of Normandy and Hammond Boulevard. From archery to hunting and fishing, they've got the gear, service, and know-how to get you outdoor ready. Stop by their full-service archery pro shop and check out their wide selection of firearms. And while you're there, sign up for their weekly concealed weapon classes. You can find it all at greenacresporting.com.
Hi, I'm Sean Monahan from Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach. Since 1977, we've been Jacksonville's local family jeweler with a beautiful selection of fine jewelry and certified diamonds. But we're also Jacksonville's leading buyer of gold, silver, and diamonds from the public. Gold's recently hit an all-time high at over $3,000 per ounce. Pay bills, buy something fun. Now is the time to sell your gold for cash and get top dollar, or trade it in for a new piece and get even more at Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
Have you ever dreamed of owning a handcrafted cabin tucked into a 1,000-acre regenerative farm? Well, now you can. Frank Frangie here for the farm at Okefenokee. It's just an hour north of Jacksonville and Folkestone. At the farm, it's not just about living off-grid. It's about reconnecting with nature, with food, and with community. Exploring hiking trails, kayak through Blackwater creeks, or just watch the sunset over your olive trees. It's a way of life. You can learn more. Go to Okie Farm. That's okefarm.com for your new way of life.
Life is just so busy this time of year. Between work, the kids' games, family vacations, I need a yard hero to free up my weekends.
You mean somebody who does mowing and trimming?
Yeah.
How about mosquito control?
Yeah.
What about irrigation and pet waste removal?
You do that too? You're my lawn hero.
Find your lawn hero at heroeslawncare.com. Heroes Lawn Care, because every lawn needs a hero.
Hey, Hicken here. Tired of glasses or contacts? Discover customized vision solutions at Bowden Eye & Associates. Dr. Bowden's team offers cutting-edge options like Evo implantable Collamer lenses or refractive lens exchange and classic LASIK, designed to fit your life. picture-perfect vision for reading, driving, or just enjoying the day. It's easier than you think. Call now for your free screening. About 9 Associates, they're keeping the First Coast focused.
If someone you love needs a pick-me-up, then it's time to get serious about it and send them a Kuhn floral arrangement. RJ here with 1010XL, and you'll be assured of a quality delivery. That's for sure. Log on and order online at KuhnFlowers.com.
If your ride is making strange noises, don't wait and make it worse. Come to Action Transmission on Merrill Road. My expert technicians can diagnose the problem and likely fix it fast. Experience the difference at Action Transmission on Merrill Road.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Text line, designed by Lifetime Enclosures, is open this morning. Among those kind of random thoughts. Both lines were underwhelming at best. I thought the O-line did okay. I thought it's fair for Liam Cohen to point out 0 sacks with a variety of personnel groups and play calls. And dudes hadn't played a whole lot of live plays together. I don't know if the offensive line was underwhelming. They didn't run the ball, at least not for yardage. Do you think it would do Travis Hunter to add some upper body bulk? I'm sure the career path for Hunter will involve putting on some weight, and I don't know if that's the immediate issue. ET, I think you play at that slider size and until it's a problem.
Yeah, then you make adjustments from there.
Then you make some adjustments there. Let's see from the text line. Smoot got a nice sack. Yeah, we pointed that out. Did the defense seem any different than last year? That's kind of what I said. First drive, midseason form, which around here is not a good thing. I think I'm sitting dudes. I mean, I don't know how much. I don't know what the plan will be going forward. I don't need Brian Thomas Jr. getting hurt. I know you got to let those running backs compete, and they may do you a favor, one of them getting injured. Make a decision for you. I kid, kind of. But we'll talk a lot more about the preseason opener with the Hicken arrival more. That's coming your way in just 10 short minutes or so. ET, I hope you enjoyed the excitement of a pennant chase, the excitement of getting involved in the wild card hunt. Hope you enjoyed that. You and Marlin Nation. How'd that go for y'all? Just lost to the worst team. They just lost 4 out of 5 to the worst team in baseball.
Shortly lived.
Yeah. So the Marlins. The Fuhrer over the Marlins making some mad dash through the postseason. Got a little reality check up there where I said it. Seems odd that the Braves would be the ones needing to play, quote, spoiler here. But they were, and they did. And 4 out of 5. Yuck. All right, fire at the Bandy. We got a football fix. Let me just give you some headlines from around the National Football League. It's brought to you by Allstate agent Mandy Bowers and Mandarin. Home, life, business, auto. You got it all that protection with Allstate agent Mandy Bowers. And by the home course, the Jointon Creek Golf Club. If you can brave those summer temps, get out there and enjoy a round of golf at the home course, the Jointon Creek Golf Club. Mixed bag for some rookie quarterbacks this weekend. I thought Cam Ward did well. He kind of had a Trevor-like drive. Efficient, didn't end in a touchdown, but I think he was 6 for 7 on his. Tyler Shuck was up and down for the Saints yesterday. He had a pick 6. I think it may have been his first throw overall. But then he kind of bounced back with some stats, and I saw a long touchdown throw there. All right, let's get to some injuries. This is a big one for the Eagles. Landon Dickerson, injured in practice, exits on a cart. A big part of the Eagles having one of the best offensive lines in the league. Titans running back Tyjae Spears has an ankle injury. He'll miss the rest of the postseason as Tony Pollard's top backup. All right, this is really good news. The Falcons-Lions game on Friday night, or was it Thursday night even? Friday night. Mo Norris of the Lions was injured late in the game against the Falcons. They ended up calling it off. He was taken to the hospital. But, a bounce back. They were able to stabilize. He shared a social media post today after he was injured saying he's okay, thanking people for their support, and in fact was back at the team's training facility with teammates yesterday, just 2 days.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, after he was taken off the field. Yeah, those are always so scary, those situations. Did you see CeeDee Lamb this weekend?
No, what did he do?
The lookout moment of the weekend. The Cowboys are about to hit a bomb, right? And CeeDee sees it's happening. And so he's walking down the sidelines in that white part of the sideline with his back, by this point, to the quarterback with his hands raised because he's watching the play out in front of him. Well, meanwhile, you got that side judge there who's just hauling butt down the sideline. He, too, has his eyes on the receiver, make sure there's nothing going on there. And just plows into Lamb. I mean, just plows into him. Got a penalty on the play. And then there's the worst injury news of all, man. This dude, Rondell. Some guys it's a snake bit, I reckon. But Rondell Moore, receiver out of Purdue. I believe he started his career with the Cardinals. He joined the Vikings, and then last year was hurt. He missed the entire season. So in the preseason opener, very first play, you betcha. Rondell Moore hurt and out again. That's Football Fix. You're welcome. We've got more inside the DivorceMenOnly.com studios when we return. You're listening to 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
We're looking for a bag man. You want the job?
Rick Ballou.
Yeah? Okay, you got it.
He studied criminology at Florida State, but now sports are his bag.
What's in the bag, man?
Ballou.
Drop the bag.
Evenings on 1010XL.
With Lee and Kate's glass, you're gonna see a big difference.
Hey, it's Frank Frangie. Look, when it comes to glass needs around the home, there's one name I trust, Lee and Kate's. It's local, family-owned, and they've been part of our community since 1926. They've taken great care of me over the years, and I know they'll do the same for you. Visit LeeandKatesGlass.com.
With Lee and Kate's glass, you're gonna see a big difference.
Hey, good here from my friends at Beaches Dermatology. Man, I love Beaches Dermatology. Nobody does it better. Been down there recently, got a hydrofacial. Oh, let me recommend that to all you men. It's like a face massage. It's unbelievable. But you know what else they do? They take care of your skin in every which way. Skincare needs, Beaches Dermatology, man. They want you to protect that skin, though, in that hot Florida sun, right? Floppy hats. Protect those ears, man. Sunscreen, long sleeve dry fits, whatever it takes. Dr. Boudreaux, Dr. Meds, Dr. Fader will do your Mohs surgery. Hopefully you don't need it, though. If you try to protect that skin, you need to when you're ever outside for lengthy periods of time in the hot, hot summer. Take care of it. If something does show up, though, go to beachesdermatology.com. Find the location best to serve you. Plenty of them to choose from. I go to the one on Solana Road. Shout out everybody over there. Beachesdermatology.com for all your skincare needs.
Call 904-500-COOL. Ideal Conditions.
We're a veteran and still 100% locally owned and operated HVAC, plumbing, electrical, roofing, and general contracting company. Ideal Conditions has been BBB accredited with an A+ rating since 2008 with 4.9 out of 5 stars from over 1,000 reviews on Google.
Call 904-500-COOL.
Honk if you see us. Call for service.
Ideal Conditions.
IdealConditionsJags.com.
Go inside your home team's locker room with Jags beat reporter Hayes Carline.
Check out my blog at 1010XL.com.
So you can catch all the news and nuggets you need to know.
My blog is brought to you by Roland Reach Plumbing,
where quality and experience count.
Get this thing unwrapped here. Duval!
Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, man. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. John's County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Daily Dash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, you know, like me. I'm sure there's a Daily Dash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course.
Oven roasted beef, monster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Daily Dash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Daily Dash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
from Renewal by Andersen. You've seen and heard our ads where I talk about Renewal by Andersen's exclusive Fiberx material, twice as strong as vinyl, incredibly energy efficient, and custom built to fit your home perfectly. But if you haven't reached out yet, August only, Renewal by Andersen is offering triple savings. $300 off every window, $825 off every patio door, plus 0 down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for 12 months. Schedule your free consultation today at bestwindowsflorida.com. License number CGC 1527613.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hey, Hicken here for my friends at Clean and Freaks at Zero Res. Great time of the year to get your house Zero Resified. And right now, you can get your entire home clean from Jacksonville's ultimate carpet cleaner. You'll get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $135. Plus, they're throwing in a free hallway and take $100 off the air duct cleaning. Schedule your appointment at ZeroResJacksonville.com or call 287-5727 and ask for the 1010XL special. Zero Res, spell it backwards or forwards. It spells the same. Zero Res.
Zero Res.
I'm Frank Frangie, and you've heard me tell you how much success my daughter Amber is having with the Awaken 180 weight loss program. But Amber, maybe it's time you should tell them.
I think they'd rather hear from you, Dad. You're the radio guy.
Yeah, but in this case, you're the one doing all the work.
But that's the thing, Dad. It doesn't feel like work. The food is great. I never feel hungry. My coach, Mary, is so good, so encouraging. If you follow the plan, Awaken 180 really works.
Well, everyone I know that's tried it has said the same thing. The result is people not only look better, but they feel better. I've kind of known you your whole life, and I can tell you feel great.
I feel better than I have in years. I love that part. I feel so good. I have Awaken 180 to thank for that.
So you heard it from my kid, and you can feel great too. Just call 1-844-346-1800. That's 1-844-346-1800, or visit Awaken180weightloss.com and start your transformation today.
Firehouse Subs has fries. Your hometown hero since '94 just cranked up the heat. Hot subs, crispy fries, golden, pillowy on the inside, and perfectly seasoned. Over 30 Jacksonville locations. Firehouse Subs, homegrown and now with fries.
Have you got concrete or asphalt rubble piling up? Arcosa Crushed Concrete will pay you for it and recycle it. They're just minutes from Everbank Stadium on Talleyrand. Call Arcosa Crushed Concrete and get paid for what you don't need. ArcosaCrushedConcrete.com.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. Jaguar first preseason game resulted in head coach Liam Cohen positive about the offense.
The skill players got a touch I was pleased with. Wanted to get everybody kind of a touch and involved. That was good.
Jag QB Trevor Lawrence would have liked to have had more time.
You get in a rhythm, or you want to get in a rhythm, and then it's just so short.
That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 7:01 and it's 77 degrees. Time at 10 brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
Cook puts it down. Little's kick is up. The 70-yard field goal is good! Yeah! He just made a 70-yarder! He ended the half on a 70-yard field goal! How good is that?
That's good, Frank. That is good. You are right. That's incredibly good.
You know it! Yes, sir! We reserve the right to no hello darkness after a preseason game.
That's kind of meh, right?
We don't do that around these parts.
No, man.
Don't see enough. It's too irrepresentative.
The only question I would ask about, the main question I would ask, I think, about the Jaguars preseason game after watching it is, do you feel better or worse about your football team? And it's hard to draw any conclusions whatsoever, but it is a starting point, and it's something we all talk about. So
you can't ignore things that happened, and you can't. I like this, I didn't like that, and that's the way it is. Is it overreaction? Of course it is, but it's still they put it out there for us to see, to absorb, to watch, and it wasn't great. It wasn't great. It wasn't a great first preseason game. Not that it really matters a whole heck of a lot. Got to keep getting better, keep the arrow pointed up. And you got to get to about a month from now, a little less than a month, and you got to be ready to go. And you can't have 12 men on the field, and you can't jump off sides on the first play of the game. And, those things stand out. But most of that aside, the thing that was tremendously disappointing to me, again, I shouldn't say tremendously because it wasn't. The thing that was most disappointing to me was the defense. The defense stunk.
By a mile.
And they gave up 31 points. And I don't care if it's a preseason, regular season, postseason, any season. If anybody would tell you 31 points is way too many, no matter who's out there playing. And we gave up way too many points. So that was the one thing to me. And then I don't know X's and O's like a lot of, obviously these coaches and all know more than me. I just don't see, and I'm sure there's an explanation for it. I don't care what the explanation is. I'm not dropping Josh Allen into coverage ever. If he's my best pass rusher, man, he's never dropping in it. What's he going to do? Even if he gets a pass breakup, I'd rather him rushing the quarterback at all times.
That's been going on forever.
I don't get it. I'll never get it, and I just don't get it. So, and again, all played limited plays, didn't play a whole lot. But if I got Josh Allen, he's rushing the passer. That's why I paid him all that money. That's what I want him to do.
Yeah, and again, you'll see Pittsburgh occasionally. T.J. Watt's back there. They all do it.
Makes no sense.
And Micah Parsons. They all do it every now and then. They drop that dude
I'm
back.
not doing it.
No, I hear you.
I'm not doing it. And I guess the only guy that I would really call out, I'm not, again, it's just a preseason, man, but Tyson Campbell didn't have a good game.
Yeah, it wasn't sticky.
And so, and that's got to stop.
It's all the same things.
That's got to stop. He has to come to play every time he's on the field. He is supposed to be our best corner. You know our best corner is? Travis Hunter. He missed a tackle.
I think really,
but Travis Hunter's our best coverage corner, man.
I think we're just it wasn't a great start to an incomplete grade. You don't know how the elements that they're dealing with, what they're being told to do, and how that translates to actually having the best guys on the field.
And you have to factor in the fact that wasn't Aaron Rodgers out there. That was Mason Rudolph going 7 of 7.
Well,
going, beep, beep, beep,
it's the second team versus the first team easy touchdown more than the defense and the total points. When you get to the bottom of the roster, it just doesn't matter, man. None of those guys are going to be here. I mean, they're playing for opportunities in practice squads, but for the most part, just about everybody you see from mid-third quarter on will not be in the NFL here in about 3 weeks.
So, those are some of the takeaways. I like the offense. I like how it looked.
Dunked what we did with the first team. We didn't see anything. I just kept it way close to the vest. Didn't open. I mean, Trevor didn't throw a ball more than 10 yards downfield, did he?
No, 6 or 7 for 43 yards.
They were inefficiently efficient in that they had some penalties.
Yeah,
they got behind the chains. But I do a fourth down conversion.
It is a. I would be like this week. All right, that's done. I want to see improvement Sunday. I want to see something when we go to New Orleans. I want to see better football.
I think anybody.
I think that's the message this week. We got to amp it up a little bit here, fellas. We got to play a good game. Cost me some cash. I'm back to 0.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Preseason disaster.
So hard in the preseason.
Thought we would steal. I thought my guy Cam Little. We said Cam Little would break the record, man. That doesn't count yet, but he will.
I don't know, man. It's so hard to get the right. It's not to kick the ball that far. That's a hard part in itself. You got to have that talent, but you got to have the perfect scenario for it to play out. It's got to be the last play of a half or a game.
That's not an indoors kick. That's not some play. It's not. This is not the great. I mean,
no one's
this
ever
kid is a huge talent, though. He missed 2 field goals last year, 2, and he made.
Let me ask you a question.
He made 203 yards of field goals. And if you're Liam Cohen, you need to take that into account and say, I can take this 3. I can get this 3. I can get this 3 when it's 4th and 3 and you're tempted.
Let me ask you this question.
Mm-hmm.
because everyone will go gaga for the 70. And by the way, I know you can't make records, combine in preseason and regular season. If there were one record that is the closest to regular season football, it's one that doesn't involve anyone but the kicker, the ball, the ground, and the uprights. It's the distance of the kick. So, I mean, nobody else can make a play in preseason or have a game in preseason where they would mention the regular season record and go, although so-and-so in the preseason ran for 512.
Yeah.
But this kick, what this kid did, is going to be referenced around the end. I think it won't be the record, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think it will be referenced. I'm going to ask you this question. In the framework of an actual game, at what minute mark of the game clock would you be willing to try anything as long as a 65-yard field goal?
Well, certainly at the end of a half, you're always
at the last play, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If it's not the last play of the half of the game, I just don't know how many guys will ever get a chance to. You're never in the middle of the second quarter going to try your guy out to try a 70-yard field goal. Maybe you would do it with a couple minutes left in the game. Maybe that's what I'm saying. What's the cutoff point for trying the field goal? Less than 2 minutes and you got no timeouts?
Like I would say this, like say the game's, say there's like 2.5 minutes to go, and say you're down 2 scores and you need a score and it's 4th and 16 and you're there.
Yeah, that would be one.
I would take
because
that.
if you don't get the points.
Because I need the points.
Yeah.
And I'll take if I don't, I'm going to lose anyway. I think knowing that I have somebody who can do it.
Yeah.
If everything is, again, I'm asking him, do you got this? And if he tells me yes, and I'm not counting on, but I think, I would say this opens up a whole new level of analytics to me.
Well, only if this,
just because he made it. I mean, I am getting more information now on when, how, where, those type of things.
Let me give you the other side.
Cam Little.
Let me give you the other side of that. If you're going to go by analytics, the guy will never see the field beyond 60, whatever it is, because yes, he made that. I bet you the percentages of converting 4th and 16.
Yeah.
Are a lot higher than the percentages of making the 70.
I don't know that to be true now with a guy who can make it. So I don't know.
They would probably look at 60 yards.
I think the most amazing thing for me about Cam Little, because we've had him on the TV show. I guess he must be just like a pro golfer, man. It's not like he's got huge quadsy. It's not like he's got gigantic calves. They don't call him Calfzilla or anything like that. He's just a dude. He's just a rave. He's walking down the street. You would know that guy can kick a football that far.
Sir.
It's beautiful, perfect technique that he has figured out. I saw him. Somebody put up this weekend. He had a kick at Arkansas against A&M late in the game, and he hit the top of the upright, and it bounced back, and he missed it. He doesn't miss many. That was a wonderful parting gift from our GM.
66 is the record. He will get a chance from between 67 and it'll work out for the Jags at the end of a half game.
My only prayer to the football gods, little G, is that he's not our best player.
I don't think. I think we've got a stable enough roster that.
And our boy Segue was in the restroom when he made it. Shout out Scobes. So that was kind of fun, but it was a great moment, and that very rarely do you lead a football game with a kick that's not a game winner, but that certainly was the in our world the lead of the
especially in a preseason. It's like a practice. This is like hitting one in dual workouts.
But a lot of work for the Jags. I thought Hunter was underwhelming. I know you can't, that was, bad tackle. And 2 catches for 9 yards.
That's just the game plan.
Would have been nice.
Like the first team.
Would have been nice if I wonder if he had broken one of those tackles. If he, that would have been fun to see. He tried to kind of reverse his field twice in a row.
A little bigger, faster, and stronger in the league. He'll learn to dance around that a little bit.
I think Bigsby's still your starter. ETN, they used
ETN looked like but at the end of the day, 3 yards to carry. But he looked like he was. Well, I guess it was really the screen.
It was the screen. It was he missed it. I don't know if he missed it or not. I don't know enough about football. It looked like there was a cutback lane on the second run that
I like
he missed.
the moxie of pushing Tootin into the end zone. I felt like last few years we're always getting the team getting pushed.
Yeah,
not the one pushing. But there's so little on display the other night. We didn't see anything on that playbook. No, not trying to get anyone open deep. So we didn't see any Brian Thomas, Travis Hunter, De'Ami Brown, Parker Washington underneath, Strange down there. We didn't see anything of what to expect. That's why, at worst, I'm going to give it incomplete. But as for the evening of football and what we did see, you didn't see it any different than me. My one syllable word to describe it was meh.
Right.
Meh. okay.
Yeah.
You know, the offense inefficiently efficient. I mean, obviously the goal was to get Trevor to have a high completion percentage and not turn it over and see if we get points. They did. They sat him. The defense in midseason form, which around here is not good.
Not good at all. That's got to get better.
Yeah.
That just and it doesn't matter who was playing.
I'm more
we were
concerned
talking about the secondary.
Wide
shook
open
me
gaps.
up.
Yeah.
Tell me all these safeties competing. Well, competing for what? The right to get out there and not do anything? I mean, I need more from those guys. And again, I just when you get shell shocked like we did last year watching that defense, and you get and listen, fellas, we kind of let it slide that we kind of were willing to blame the coaches, okay? Well, you can only blame the coaches so many times when you keep getting new coaches.
Yeah.
At some point, right?
It's not always the coaches.
Yeah.
Right. At some point, it's the players. Yeah. I mean, we talk about these names, but those names got to make plays. So I expect a different team on Sunday afternoon when they travel to New Orleans. That was not good as far as, again, understanding that
they're running to
we're
base
overreact and blah, 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 blah. But listen,
I'm with you.
You got a 3rd and 8 or 3rd and 3, and I got corners 8 yards off the ball. What are we doing?
And he talked
sticky.
about it. But that's kind of what this
Time
is
to get
for,
sticky,
is what I
boys.
said. Yeah. They're not sticky enough.
What are we doing?
Got to be stickier.
And I could tell he was, by accounts on the sidelines, annoyed about some of that stuff.
Sure. Oh, gosh.
Here's a positive.
You want to be
Here's a
clean.
positive. I thought Liam Cohen carries himself well as a head coach.
Yeah,
He doesn't seem overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem too big for the moment, right?
Yeah.
Didn't look at all like dude in Denver.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He looked like he was in control and good dress rehearsal from that. There wasn't much. He had a 12-man on the field. Fix that.
I'm fine. I thought, listen, the O-line gave up no sacks. They didn't run the ball great, but they didn't run the ball much.
Right.
You know, and the defense, here's another thing that I'll say, and then we'll come back with 10-minute drill, some other sports.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at first blush, okay, the defense tightened up against the run. They only gave up 66 yards, and that's good. They only gave up 66. But they gave up 7 rushing first downs, which tells me when they needed to stop the run, they couldn't.
And I feel like, most importantly, we'll end with this, no injuries. Oh, let me give the Dreamfinders Homes poll question of the day real quick. I'm brought to you by our friends at Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars, the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and probably soon the Tampa Bay Rays. Right now, you can get locked in at a fixed interest rates of you can get a 1-year deal, 2.99, 4.99. Just go to DreamFindersHomes.com. That's your best bet. Tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you. You'll be glad you did, especially your first-time homeowners. Keeping in mind it's only the preseason, how the Jags' performance make you feel? No overreact either way. Defense is in trouble. Love Liam Cohen's play calling. 2 words, Cam Little.
I'm one.
No overreact either way.
I'm not. I just can't. It's been too many times.
Defense is in trouble. Like Cohen's play calling. 2 words, Cam Little. E, what say you?
Yeah, no overreact either way.
All right. 474 votes are in. Defense is in trouble, 39%. No overreact, 32%. Cam Little, 23%. Cohen's play calling, 6%. There you go.
The only addendum to make is one that everyone knows, and that is the guys that are going to be responsible for making plays when it matters in a month all played about 7 plays the other day.
Yesterday, I did a quickie Dreamfinders Homes poll.
You love a quickie poll.
I did a quickie poll.
Always loved a quickie.
It's a simple question. Who's a bigger choker, Tommy Fleetwood or the New York Mets? Fleetwood ousted the Mets 54-46, in case you're wondering. But that was a quickie poll.
That's close.
Just on the side.
Probably be close.
Just for me, just because I wanted to know.
For sure. We might hit both of those topics with a 10-minute drill. That's coming up next.
Downtime with Dan is serviced by the local family-owned company for home comfort and your statewide mechanical partner for the biggest projects, Lloyd's Heating and Air.
Let me tell you why I was rooting for Justin Rose yesterday down the stretch. And it's real simple. Justin Rose was the perfect live guy. The perfect live guy. Has played his best golf, had a good career, had a major, had 11 tournament championships, worldwide name, perfect guy for live. And I know they ran at him. And you know what he said? He said, nah, I like to play against the best in the world. I like to compete. I probably don't have a whole lot of them. But you know what? He was right around at the Masters, battling. And now he wins yesterday, and it was a great win, a grind-out super golf. I mean, 4 birdies in a row down the stretch. A solid, outstanding playoff with a guy who's really gotten good in J.J. Spawn. Happy as heck for Justin Rose.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, 1010XL is committed to getting you closer to your favorite players. That's why we send Jags beat reporter Hayes Carlyon to bring you back one-on-one interviews in the locker room, unsealed by Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors.
Interest rates are high everywhere else, but at Beards Diamonds, right now they've lowered finance rates all the way down to 0. Hey, Hicken here. That's right. Now at Beards Diamonds, pay 0 down, get 0 interest financing for not 1, not 2, not 5 whole years. So that $12,000 designer engagement ring is now yours for $200 a month. This amazing offer makes everything affordable. $6,000 diamond eternity band, $100 a month. How about a $3,000 pair of diamond earrings? $50 a month. It's insane. Make any purchase and spread your payments over 5 years with 0 down and 0 interest financing. Rings, earrings, bands, bracelets, pendants, colored gemstone jewelry. Let the non-commissioned experts at Beards help you find the perfect piece of jewelry and take advantage of our best financing offer ever. Beards Diamonds in the St. John's Town Center. Shop local, shop Beards. Hurry, this amazing offer ends August 31st.
Prosser here for Lloyd's Heating and Air. Need a leader for commercial, retail, multifamily, or hospitality projects? Or top-tier residential service? No gimmicks, no mascots, just real expertise and hard work. As your trusted statewide mechanical partner and local family-owned team, Lloyd's is the name Northeast Florida counts on. Visit Lloyd'sHeatingandAir.com. Lloyd's Heating and Air, keeping you comfortable in every season.
When it comes to towing products, your safety is the priority at Cannons of Jacksonville. Cannons has decades of experience to ensure your towing setup is installed with precision and reliability. Visit cannonsofjacks.com, your trusted partner for a smoother tow.
Weekends were made for sports, and I'll tell you my take on this weekend's most interesting option. 1010XL's Media Mogul Hicken here. Watch for Musing with the Media Mogul on YouTube and Facebook. Made possible by Tucker Equipment Rentals in Neptune Beach.
Hey, it's Joe C. My friends at CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living can elevate your grilling experience with a durable, high-end grill from great brands like Coyote, DCS, Alfresco, and American Made, and make an outdoor kitchen custom-built to your taste and lifestyle. Visit their local showroom and see all the new displays at CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living.
You dream it, we build it. CSS.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Feeling the Florida heat? Frank Frangie here. Make sure your car's AC is ready with help from Big Chief Tire. Right now, get $50 off all AC services at any of their 6 Jacksonville locations. Whether it's a quick recharge or a full repair, their expert technicians will keep you cool and comfortable on the road. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 to schedule your AC service today and take advantage of this limited time offer. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
Summer's winding down, and we know you want to enjoy what's left of it. But before you celebrate this Labor Day weekend, plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Celebrate responsibly and remember to drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Man, jack of all trades, masters of none? It just feels like at every turn nowadays, every company can do all work. Not us. Hi, Stevie Beachurst here, second-generation plumber right here in Jacksonville, Florida. We are your master plumbing company that only focuses on all your plumbing needs. So for your next plumbing job, don't call another Jack. Call Beachurst Plumbing, where plumbing is what we do and plumbing is what we're great at. Beachurst Plumbing, here to help.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555, Jacksonville. And now, let's light up the Firehouse Subs 10-minute drill.
We're going to rock right now. Well, listen, I'll just say the quiet part out loud. Tommy Fleetwood ain't never going to win the PGA Tour event. He's just not going to do it. Doesn't matter. Yesterday, he managed to blow the tournament twice. He started with a 3-shot lead. They pulled even with him. He built a 2-shot lead against. And the moment, here's why I don't think he'll win, bro. The moments get to him. Like all of us, he's human. He cannot, these 2 shots to blow these last 2 tournaments, right? Mm-hmm. Let's go back to the Travelers. He's got 148 yards. He hits a pitching wedge. He leaves it short. He can't get it up and down. Blows the golf tournament. Those shots on 17, the approach missing short and left, and then the sketchy chip up, and then the putt he happened to make, 16, right? The putt he happened to make that one, but that putt that he just completely wiped, just like decel, missed it, started walking as soon as he hit it.
Well, I watched early, and Scheffler was going to win the tournament, and I'm like, oh, well, another Scotty Scheffler. Stuart Moore will be joyous. And then I went and did my thing, and I came into work last night at the television station, and I looked up, and Fleetwood was back in the lead, and they were through 15 holes. Like the son of a gun.
He was up 2 with 2 to play.
So I'm like, all right, so he's in pretty good shape, but it was a great leaderboard. J.J. Spawn is a really good player now. He's taking that next step from the Players to the U.S. Open to this, and J.J. Spawn will knock in a 30-foot putt now. So I'm like, okay, well, J.J. Spawn and Scotty was 2 back. I'm like, and he was looking at I go, he has to make this, and he didn't.
He couldn't make any putts.
He ain't winning.
Yeah, he didn't make any
I said, he ain't winning. So I eliminated Scheffler, and then they were start talking about Rose, and
you can't keep
2 birdies in a row, 3 birdies in a row, 4 birdies in a row,
5 out of 6, 6 out of 8. I mean, the guy made every putt.
So he's working his way back in. So I'm like, okay, I said in downtime why I like Justin Rose. I do, man. He's a good dude. So I couldn't help but root for Justin Rose. Wouldn't have minded J.J. Spawn. And I'm watching Tommy Fleetwood, and I thought the same thing. Just looking at him, you could tell it's almost like, oh, God, I got to hit this. I mean, Tommy, he's got to change something because he's too good of a golfer, but he falls apart under the pressure.
Here's what happened yesterday, too. This is my own observation as a competitor. I think you got to about the 16th tee. Justin Rose stood tall there, 6'3", owner of a major win, 11 PGA Tour titles. And he looked over at this dirt dauber who looks like he picked up his ensemble in the pro shop and said, I'm Justin Rose, and this guy has never won a golf tournament. If I can't win this one, I quit.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, there had to be, I'm embellishing big time, but there had to be a confidence. It may be your buddy, but I'm watching implode you, and I can play golf together. And once I see you're doing this, that, or the other, I'm like, well, he's screwed. He's doing this. You got to know.
I can't stand reading for a pro golfer. I'm just sorry. He was in between clubs. Seems like Tommy Fleetwood's in between clubs every time there's an important shot.
Well, I don't know when that he missed he
They said on 17 he was in between clubs.
Baloney.
Yeah.
Baloney. You missed it way short.
Yeah.
You hit it bad. You're never in between clubs. You hit a club.
And
There's no
how
such
about
thing as you know how you're in between clubs?
Yeah.
If you have a 5-iron
Yeah.
and you have a pitching wedge and you got to do a 160-yard shot. There's no in between.
I watch him over a putt, and he's got to make it. I mean, he's barely touched it, and he's already knows he misses.
Well, and he had made most putts until that one.
But it was a shame.
Couple.
It's a shame for him, but it is what it is at this point.
No, that's what I'm saying.
He ain't winning.
I just don't
You're
think
right.
the guy's
He ain't winning. So Justin Rose takes the win, which was cool, and I like seeing that. And Fleetwood, I don't know if it'll be any different. The Ryder Cup might be an advantage for.
I was trying to, I tried to give him all that brunch with the Tour karma. It was so on point with Cameron Young winning just the previous week. The American version of Tommy Fleetwood, looking for his first win. But man, if you can't get these last couple he's had, let's don't forget he was way ahead at the Travelers. Same deal. He had like a 3-shot lead with 4 to go. Just
really happy for Bud Cauley.
Yeah, he's on to the 50.
Local kid, Bud Cauley from Jacksonville. He hold a bunker shot on 17 to get in the top 50, so he moves on to the next round, which is great. Good for him.
I enjoyed watching the bubble. There was a game within a game. I enjoyed watching it. Ricky Fowler was a part of that. That
Kitayama
narrative.
and Johnny Vegas and some other
cool
dudes.
to see him, that urgency of trying to get into that top 50. And it's not just advancing in the playoffs, but those guys that made the top 50, I don't know if you heard him say this yesterday, they get into all 8 of the signature events next year.
Oh.
Like, there's a lot of value outside of staying alive for this year's championship.
I tell you, just and then you look down there and you see that name and you're just like, man, Jordan Spieth.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't make it.
Yeah.
54th or whatever.
I think he's one that just the family did change him.
Maybe.
I'm trying to what else to attribute it to. That or that putter was a lot more lucky than it was skillful back in the day when he was making everything. Maybe just rode a hot putter for a couple of years. But it's certainly surprising.
But I think Justin Rose became the oldest guy to win since Mickelson.
Yeah.
So
45 years
think
old.
that's great,
He's got
man.
a terrific game. He almost won the Masters. Lost that in the playoff.
I know.
Yeah, he's a great.
I'm so happy for him.
Great player.
I
had to be reminded how far he fell with that little commercial campaign that he's involved in. At one point, he missed like 20-something cuts in a row in his career.
Wow.
He burst on the scene as a young guy. He hasn't just now. He seems super steady because we've seen him win 12 times through all these years. But I think he had a period of his career where he went kind of AWOL. I wonder how low he got in the world golf rankings. I bet you outside of 100 at one point. So
10 plus PGA Tour wins, 10 plus Euro Tour wins, major champion, Olympic gold medalist, world number 1, FedEx Cup champion, Euro Tour Order of Merit winner, 7-time Ryder Cup player.
Great career.
Multiple top 5s at all 4 majors.
Yeah, and just tack up,
Great guy.
tack on total wins now. Once you win, he's a surefire Hall of Famer. Those are all very impressive stats. I have a speed trap in play this morning, and if you're going to go to the effort of getting it out, we're going to go the effort of sharing it. A speed trap westbound Palm Valley Road. Just after the Intercoastal Bridge there. I guess that's officially now the Nocatee Parkway.
Hey!
If you're out there headed towards Ponte Vedra or back towards like Julington Creek, keep those speeds down, keep that cash in your pocket. I mean, I've been there before. At some point, you just get numb and try not to care anymore. It still kicks you in the giblets every time your baseball team drops another one, but I just wonder where you're like, just like you're to the bleep 'em stage or.
Yeah, I hate them.
Yeah.
Freaking hate them.
You hated him on Friday. I told you wouldn't even bring it up if I didn't bring it up.
I would like to honestly call up the Binghamton Rumble Ponies who have
Rumble
70
Ponies.
wins.
Okay. Are they the double A or triple A?
Double A.
Okay, double A.
And play those kids.
Okay, because they care.
Tomorrow night.
because they care.
I'll try.
Yeah. Your guys aren't trying?
I don't know what the hell they're doing. I mean, the numbers.
They had a big lead yesterday.
You can't.
Got to try. I didn't know that. The guys aren't trying. That's a problem.
Baseball's a long season.
But
you can't go 3-13 in one stretch and 1-11 in another stretch and keep trotting out and saying you're a good club. You're not. You're not. We had a great start to the year, but that was only 70 games. It's 162. And you can't do what they're doing. They can't put 9 innings together. They led every game of this series, and they can't win.
Timing, it's on right now.
They cannot win.
Studio.
They'll just show it over and over again.
Well, you get a get well series now against the pitiful Braves.
There's no telling, dude. There's no telling. It is a disgrace. It's disgusting.
It's terrible.
They're gutless.
Situation.
They're heartless.
It's awful.
It's the
worst, man. It's the worst in sports.
And these fans, the only guy I'd keep out there is Soto. At least Soto fights through it. At least Soto, I don't care. I'm not, but Lindor, I mean, my gosh, I've never seen this guy. I'm starting to think, I'm wondering if Lindor is finished. Like, has he lost it?
Yeah.
Nimmo, terrible. The Bear, can't do anything. The bottom of the order. I'm so over. I'm watching, like, the Red Sox dudes. They call a kid up and they sign him to a 10-year deal. I got all these phenoms. Beatty, Vientos, Mauricio, Alvarez, and not one of them's worth a bleep. I mean, they suck. And I give a 5-0 lead to a guy. And David Stearns, you jackass.
He was a Stearns fan a week ago.
I am. You overthought this. You starting pitching? Oh, they all got healthy right at the trade deadline, so we're fine. No, we're not. Senga sucks. Manaea sucks. Montaz sucks.
Sorry, Junebug.
Sorry, Junie Bug. I mean, it's just brutal watching them.
It's the worst because here's what happens, gang. I know you say, well, I know what you mean. No, football, you get a week to catch your breath and not lose your mind. Baseball, they just hit you day after day after day. You don't get a break from your maddening frustration. And when you get in a situation, I've watched the Braves do it. If you're a baseball fan and your team's worth a flip, so you're at least relevant, we've all experienced this. A team just The Mets had a few famous ones. We had one. The Phillies had one. All three of those teams had one back in the.
I don't know that we'll make the playoffs. Honestly, everybody keeps saying there's still time. No, I'm just watching us drip down, and I honestly at this point I really don't care because if they can't put together good baseball, what's the point of going in the playoffs? No. They were up on just a quick note at the end of July, they blew a 5-1 lead against San Diego. On August 1st, they were tied with San Francisco and lost. On August 3rd, they were up against San Francisco and got clubbed. They were down 5-0 against Cleveland and lost 7-6. Came back, tied it, and lost the game. They were up against Cleveland 2-0, and then they were up against Milwaukee 2-0, 4-3, and 5-0. Lost all three games. It's just disgusting, man. Yeah. It's gross.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's no.
Makes me sick. I'm so glad football's back.
I wrote it off to the embellished frustration of the home team fan, and I'm not sure couldn't have been considered right even at the time, but now after continuing to watch, I mean, at some point, and look, the Braves series says a lot because the only way they beat you is mentally. We're terrible, Hick. Our pitching, maybe you might get Strider. That'd be the only bad break.
Well, the USA Today likes to release their official 2025 each year, their record projections. I have the Jaguars' record projection. We'll tell you about that and some of the other picks and talk more about the week in preseason football when we come back. 641-1010. We got Freddie T coming up, too.
745.
Come courteous, come correct. E, what do they get?
I got a pair of tickets to go check out those jumbo shrimp.
Yes, sir.
They're coming back home this week, and they're taking on the Norfolk Tide. Well, one lucky winner can wear a pair of ducks to go check them boys out.
Don't forget, too, the Dirty Knobs this week.
Dirty Knobs going down.
This is the drill.
Dirty.
Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Right now, they're on their way to disrupt your life, make you uncomfortable, and rob you. Don't bother calling the police. They can't help. That's right. Summer heat and humidity are about to attack North Florida again. You know what to do. Call Mike Merritt. Mike Merritt's Heating and Air has a license to chill. When heat and humidity are attacking you, Mike Merritt provides a comfortable chill at a bargain price. Mike has been keeping North Florida comfortable for 30 years. Mike Merritt technicians are never paid commissions, meaning you'll never be pressured to buy something you don't need. And Mike Merritt knows cooling issues can arise anytime. They don't just happen during business hours. So Mike Merritt never charges overtime fees. When you need us, we're here for you. Remember, in the fight against heat and humidity, Mike Merritt has a license to chill. Visit merrittair.com. Florida license number CACO 50384.
Hey, certainly facing interesting economic times. For me, it's comforting to know my money is in great hands with ITP Partners. Man, I'm telling you, I love ITP Partners. I can talk about them all day. Jacksonville folks taking care of my Jacksonville money. Great group of people with experience, with expertise, with knowledge. And they know what they're doing, man. And it's comforting to know that if something happens, I can call Chris Bryan or Jeff Hartman. I can call Reagan Wright or Dan Abel. I can call Janice Cobb and Reed Wingate. Call the ITP Partners. They'll sit down. They'll explain it to me. They'll put it in layman's terms, man. Listen, they'll listen to you. They'll build strategies where your goals become their priority. If you haven't started and you're a little bit, intimidated, don't be. Not at ITP Partners, man. You can walk in there anytime. They're there to help. Get in the game. Easy to get a hold of them. Chris at ITPpartners.com or call 312-9751. 312-9751. They're ITP Partners. They're my financial partners for life. Non-compensated client testimonial may not be representative of all client experiences. No guarantee of future performance or success.
Rock fans, get ready. Mike Campbell and the Dirty Knobs are rolling into the Florida Theater Thursday, August 14th. Founding member of Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Mike brings raw rock and roll, killer guitar riffs, and that unmistakable edge. Mike Campbell and the Dirty Knobs.
These are the best of times.
Get your tickets now at floridatheater.com. Mike Campbell and the Dirty Knobs, August 14th at Florida Theater.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods, a Jacksonville family business for nearly 70 years. Heck, I've been talking about them for over a decade. The Thompson family's secret, Dandy is never frozen. Always fresh baked bread with quality meats and cheeses. No dry, crumbly subs here. Only soft and tasty deliciousness. When I see that logo with the little guy with the cane on the label, it tells me I'm getting a trusted brand and a quality sandwich. So do what I do. Stop in at a Circle K and make yours a Dandy today.
AA Automotive helps keep your vehicle in dependable and safe condition. Call Sam, Harry, or Joe, and they'll check your brakes, tires, fluids, electric, and motor, so your ride runs smooth on the road. That's AA Automotive on Richard Street.
Hey, Jacksonville DDH. Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your national builder of the year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% and homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit dfhsalesevent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. For lost or broken keys or nearly any make and model of vehicle, call 722-1111 for Instant Keys locksmith service.
Brackish Vodka, the spirit of the sportsman and proud partner of the Jaguars, is now available at the Fresh Market Spirits and Wine. The Fresh Market Spirits and Wine is a new adult beverage store offering spirits, wine, beer, and accessories at A1A North in Ponte Vedra, a first-of-its-kind destination for thoughtfully curated spirits, wine, and beer as only the Fresh Market can. And now, you can get Brackish Vodka at the Fresh Market. Brackish Vodka, for whatever your sport is. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
All right,
Let's step right up.
2025 NFL record projections by the USA Today.
We got to do a quick segment here so we can get back and do Freddie T. So y'all bear with us here. We have more content than they allow.
Yes. Best record in the NFL. Who do you think that would be? Who do you think are they picking for the best record in the NFL?
You know what? That's not as easy a question as you would think, but I would assume they're going to go with the Chiefs.
Incorrect.
Well,
I'm going
Ravens.
with the Ravens. 14-3. The Bills 13-4. They have the Texans winning the South.
What record?
10-7. They have the Colts in last at 4-13.
That seems more and more apparent every day through camp.
You think they're going to, if they go 4-13, I think there would be a house cleaning in the front office coaching staff.
Yeah,
right?
new quarterback.
And it's not really their, it's the GM's fault. The GM is the guy who should go.
Yeah. I don't know what their record was last year. I think they were about.
I mean, the Steichen guy seems like he knows what he's doing, but you got to give him a fair shot.
We'll see how they do this
Titans
year.
at 5-12. The Jags 8-9.
Yeah, that's kind of where they're falling. Anywhere from 7-10 to 10-7.
Yeah,
depending on who you're looking at. Except for E and his 12-5.
Yeah,
that's a dub.
E was a little worried on watching the game. Saturday night.
It's practice.
That's what he kept telling himself.
Practice.
Yeah,
that's what he kept telling himself. Is the Steelers threw it to their fourth string tight end wide open down the middle of the field.
What do they have for the
against our starters? It's just practice.
What do they have for the Chiefs record?
Chiefs are interesting because they don't have the Chiefs winning the division. The end of the division comes.
Yeah, then
11-6, Broncos 12-5, Chargers 9-8, Raiders 5-12.
ET, fire up the T-shirt, fire up the printing presses. Yeah, we got another this list sucks.
I don't know. I mean, you listen to the NFL, you never know. And like they got the Packers over the Lions, 12-6 and 12-5.
Way more believable than Bo Nix and the Broncos beating Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. Way more believable. You know what? Because you know why? Here's why, Dan. The Chiefs, not just postseason, they have a regular season history as well. They get in these close, tight games against really good teams, Bills and Bengals and others, and they beat them. They beat them on a last-second field goal. They beat them on a last-minute drive. I got to see anybody else in that division be able to do that. Never mind beat the Chiefs, who, what'd you say it was? 19-3 against all three of them?
Yeah.
I mean, think about that.
Well,
that's 11 years of 17-3. Yeah, 10 years of division play. They've dropped 6 total games. So
51-9. I
got to see more movement from a team than I saw from Denver. Now, to your point, it is the NFL and anything can happen.
Now they got the Panthers with the same record as us, 8-9.
I've seen that a lot. What is it about Carolina that has people excited? A couple of pass rushing places.
The way they finished.
They finished strong.
Yeah, Bryce Young found himself.
Yeah, he finally came back. They played Dalton.
They're
in the middle
building
of the
on
year.
that. Best division in football, NFC West. Niners 11-6, Rams 11-6, Cards 9-8, Seahawks 9-8.
Yeah, no, I'm not buying that.
Can you imagine if you're Seattle
They're not
and you go
going
9-8 after going 10-7 and you miss the playoffs 2 years in a row with 2 winning records? Oh, that'd be annoying.
You forget they were 10-7 and missed the playoffs.
10-7 last year.
Yeah, that's brutal.
That is brutal.
If you're 10-7 and you miss, that stinks.
The only probably saving grace in that is that the first year, it's our first year. We're on the right track. We did some really good things. But yeah, they changed quarterbacks.
There's some love for some team like the Cardinals. I don't get the Panthers. I don't get.
Two worst teams in the NFL. A little surprising. Saints not so 2-15. Giants 2-15. I don't see the Giants at 2-15. Browns 3-14.
The Giants have very quietly built maybe the best defensive line in football. So Brian Daboll, by the way, this is all on him. You got a veteran quarterback that you should be able to trust. In addition to a rookie you can develop.
Yeah.
You got the Giants don't have a terrible ride. Their O-line must stink. Because I literally saw a defensive line, right? Because they took the Penn State kid, right? Abdul Carter?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and they added, Kiwanuka a couple of years ago. They got a good D-line.
Kiwanuka?
Not him. The guy from Oregon.
Oh, Thibodeau.
Yeah, Thibodeau.
Kiwanuka.
That's like mid-2000s.
Wow.
Yeah. Kiwanuka won the Super Bowl against the Patriots. And I had Thibodeau in my head. I don't even know that was in there. But a good D-line. Their skill position players aren't terrible. They got Malik Neighbors, who's looked at a top 10, but Wan'Dale Robinson and Darius Slayton. Those guys are fine.
Another team gaining a little traction, the Patriots. They got them at 8-9.
Yeah, I like that one. I believe more.
Yeah.
I think that the Patriots are about to become the second best team in the division behind the Bills for the next few years. It's all about Drake May there, isn't it?
Yeah, this would cause some change. The Dolphins 5-12.
I don't know why the Dolphins are thought to be going from at least a 500 team to a terrible one.
Yeah.
I know they've
some dissension I don't know.
That story continues to be told, by the way, that whole dissension narrative.
Yeah. Bucks winning the division again, 9-8, 8-9 Panthers, 7-10 Falcons. So
I think the Falcons are going to. I think that Falcons pass offense is going to hum.
Yeah.
Penix is a downfield guy, and they've got weapons on offense. I don't know. We'll see. I'm higher on the Falcons than 7-10.
But anyway, that's where they have our Jags at 8-9. So. Which, again, that would be meaningful football in December. That's in the hunt. That's kind of stuff that we're looking for from this football team. I think
that's about where it seemed like Fred had us when we had the Jags when we talked to him at the luncheon, and when we come back on the other side, we will Monday morning running back it up on get Freddie T.
I sat next to Freddie T at the game. We've become best of friends.
That's nice. E.T., what do you think about that?
Oh, man.
Better get back to work.
I know, right?
You're listening to The Drill, 1010XL, 92.5 FM.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. 1010XL brings the swamp to the First Coast.
This is Gators head football coach Billy Napier. Gator football all season long.
On Jacksonville's home of Florida Gators football, 1010XL.
Homeowners, storms don't wait, so why should you? Protect your home and your wallet with Universal Roof and Contracting. Save up to 20% on roof replacements and repairs now through August 31st. Financing is available with payments as low as $115. Call 855-ROOF-HELP for your free inspection. Universal Roof and Contracting. Protecting your home, building your trust. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com. Collisions happen on every play in football. Collisions also happen every day on the road. If you need auto body repair, from a $30 job to a $30,000 job, trust San Jose Collision in Mandarin.
Pickett here with lots more on George Moore Chevrolet. Hey, Justin Moore, what are you doing in our commercial?
Dan, this Moore just wanted to remind folks of vehicles less than $20,000 on our lot. Or you can always go more with our Silverado EV.
I have my boy Blue, that beautiful Gator Blue Silverado. Love, love, love it. And that service department, second to none. Let's just say it means more to Gabe and the boys who take great care of us.
Not to mention, we do more for the community. We love Jacksonville. Been around these parts since 1986.
George Moore Chevrolet. Need I say more?
Give us your hot take.
Pop quiz, hot shot.
On the 1010XL text line, designed by Lifetime Enclosures.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm awake and I speak English, so yeah, I do know what you're saying.
Be part of the conversation. 641-1010.
David Lane here, and once again, I'm happy to share news of my success with back and knee surgeries at Southeast Orthopedic Specialist. Whatever it is that's bothering you, take it from me. Simply set an appointment today at Southeast Orthopedic Specialist and let them help you get back to normal life. I'm certainly glad I did.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Summer's winding down, and we know you want to enjoy what's left of it. But before you celebrate this Labor Day weekend, plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Celebrate responsibly and remember to drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Guys, want a golf course fairway quality lawn? TopDressing.com just landed in Jacksonville with the golf course secret for St. Augustine grass homeowners. A patented process that aerates and turns your turf into a fairway stunner. Serious golf course technology, but in your yard. Less water, tighter cuts, total neighborhood domination. No one else scores a perfect 10 lawn. Hit TopDressing.com now. You will own the block. Top dress your yard like the pros with TopDressing.com.
Hey, it's Joe C. When was the last time you flushed out your water heater? Flushing a water heater each year improves its efficiency and extends its lifespan. So call Roland Reese Plumbing for a routine water heater flush out and any other plumbing needs. 260-7059. Roland Reese Plumbing.
Upgrade her diamond ring this summer with no money down and 0 interest for 5 years. Don't miss this killer offer from Beard's Diamonds. 5 years, 0 interest financing till the year 2030. Not just on engagement rings, also on earrings, bracelets, bands, colored gemstone jewelry. Buy now and pay nothing down and spread your payments over 5 years with 0 interest. So that $5,000 gift comes out to just $85 a month. Beard's Diamonds is Jacksonville's locally owned source for exquisite jewelry. We can do things the big corporate jewelers can only dream of, like lowering interest rates all the way down to 0. All GIA certified diamonds are included in this. Rounds, princess cuts, ovals, pear shapes, cushion cuts, emerald cuts. Whether you get a $5,000 diamond or a $50,000 diamond, you can spread your payments over 5 whole years. Get the Beard's Diamonds unbeatable price. Pay 0 down and spread your payments over 5 years. But hurry, this is a limited time offer that ends August 31st and will not be extended. Beard's Diamonds, St. John's Town Center. Shop local. Shop Beards. On approved credit, some restrictions apply. See store for details.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, another great guest on the Checkmate Coatings phone line.
Hello.
Your floor's missing piece. Now, Dan and Jeff hand it off to our halfback.
Fred Taylor, every time he touches it, he's a candidate to go the distance.
Monday morning running back with Fred Taylor is fueled by Epstein & Robbins DUI defense firm and Monahan Jewelers on 1010XL.
Had a big weekend with Fred Taylor, man.
I heard you guys became best friends in the press box.
Oh, man. We had
the luncheon on Friday.
We had the Alhambra.
Terrific.
We hung out. He did a great job there. It was terrific. It was fun being a part of that. No, it's always good to hear stories with Fred. And then the journalist, Fred Taylor, taking notes meticulously.
Nice.
I didn't want to disturb him. He was so into. He's got all his. He's on top of that Jaguars stuff, man. When he
we
was
can
watching
start
that
with
game.
we can start with this question, Fred. How much Dan Hicken is too much Dan Hicken?
Probably that's way than
I'm actually the person that should be best to answer that.
Yes.
Good morning, guys. Good
morning, Fred.
Check in. I had a great time with you guys over the weekend.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Hickens cool, man. Hickens one of my guys. Hickens been an ally since I pulled up to Duval.
Yeah.
So I ain't got no beef or no issues.
We got no
with
beef.
You know, one thing from a journalist to another, you know, they kind of peek over. I was taking my notes and ready. And, you know, he's like, okay,
get some tips.
I like the preparation. And that's the thing, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like for these young guys, man, we talk about training camp and, you know, preparation, success, standards, culture, all of these different things, right? And really it boils down to how bad do you really want it?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I wasn't a coffee drinker. I would see guys coming to the stadium with these extra large, what are they? Not the grande, what's the big triple X cup of coffee. A lot of these guys will pull up. Cal Brady would be kind of the guy to kind of have his young pup go and fetch the Starbucks. And, I took notes to stay awake. They drank coffee. But I was getting a 2-for-1. I was staying up and I was, staying on top of my game, and things just became that easier. I could play faster. And someone always told me, man, you write it, you remember it. And that just stuck with me, and I can visualize it on the sheet exactly where it is on the sheet. And, first and foremost, my first note was always punish DBs early and get them out the equation.
Yeah.
And then I just, I had my studies to follow.
What does your notepad say from what you saw Saturday night? What would that, when that pen hit that paper, what were you writing down? What did you note from the game this week?
Well, first off, I think just going into number one, it's the first preseason game. We don't lose any sleep on it. I mean, we got about as much as what we were going to get out of it. Yes, you want to see a win, but obviously they don't count, right? And there will be some losses on the way to allow you to see things differently. And I think what I was impressed with, I think in terms of communication, how the operations of the system, minus the false start on the very first play of the game. I think Trevor, just at the top of the game, I said just manage the offense, get completions. He did that. What was he, 6 for 7 or something like that? Mm-hmm. So he got some completions and kind of moved the ball. The run game, I wish I could have seen a bit more. ETN missed a cut as big as day, I believe. And again, it's still early and the timing has to come together. So, but I saw it from upstairs, and it's Monday morning halfback, so be able to see things after the fact too, because the game moves quick. And I'm sure I've missed many good cuts throughout my career, but that was a big one. I'm sure he would like to have it back after watching the film. Tank ran hard. Tootin, man, he got something. We're going to see a lot of him this year, I believe. So we'll see. We'll see how that all works out. So being able to see Travis Hunter get in the offense, sprinkle a few plays in here and there. Brian Thomas doing what he does. Travis his cleats seemed a bit off. He was the only person I saw lose his footing. So I'm not sure exactly what that was there. Even in spite of a wet field, I didn't see many other guys lose their footing. Defensively, they got to tighten that up.
Yeah.
Two seam routes right down the middle, whatever that might be. I do know they got on third downs, play a lot of man coverage, press coverage up on third down. Maybe it's just a preseason thing. I'm not sure. Maybe it's they believe in their pass rush and they're going to get after it on third down that way. I'm not sure. But I did see some soft coverage. Seam routes were exposed. First play of the game for the Steelers, as well as their first touchdown right down the seam, 2 19-yarders. So just got to tighten some things up. Still early, don't want to press too much, but a lot of upside.
Liam Cohen said they need to play stickier in the defensive backfield. I think that was a good word.
Means tighter coverage.
Yeah, I think that was a good word to use, and I thought we saw some of that, right? Like be like a 3rd and 3, and the corners were 6-7 yards off them, and so there were easy throws and catches and conversions for first down. So, and I think some of that bothered him. I'll ask you one X's and O's question. I've never understood it, and I don't know enough about it, so I'll just like to get your opinion on it. Josh Allen, one play, drops into coverage. And I know they all do it. Like Jeff was saying earlier, TJ Watt does it. We watch all these guys who are athletes drop back. I just don't understand it. We're paying these guys to rush the quarterback. I'm going to give them every opportunity to rush the quarterback. I'm never dropping the guy into coverage. I don't think it. I don't know. I know there's some sort of.
You're trying to outsmart him.
It's just, I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, there's an element of surprise that comes along with it. Here it is 1 minute, you're watching film and you expect a guy to come on third and, it's 3rd and 12. You expect them to come after you and then, boom, they're blitzing from the other side and you have your all-star Pro Bowl, the end, drop it in the coverage. Now, you do want to drop the more athletic one if you're going to drop it. If you're going to try and force the QB to, force the pocket and throw the other way. So fire zones, Pittsburgh, they bread and butter. That's what they're successful at. And, the element of surprise. So if you're going to do it, I don't suggest do it, majority of the snaps because you do want to have him rush. That's why you're paying the big bucks. But, here and there, sprinkle it in, I think it's okay.
Fred, to temper a little bit of the anxieties that come with things not being perfect, right? You don't want the second team offense to light up your first team defense first possession. You don't want to have your first offensive possession work around 2 or 3 penalties. All that being said, can you, as a former player, best describe the difference in game planning, execution, play calling, scheme, whatever it is, intensity, just to all of us between, say, a preseason game and a game in the middle of September?
That's the thing. When September comes, it's, you throw everything else out. What we see on film and what we install is what we're going to take on Sundays, and the best team is going to win, and the worst team is going to lose. The preseason, you throw that completely out the window. It's good to see things. They're basically generic. They didn't do a lot of blitz packages. They had, a few 5-man rushes in there, which is okay. Try to get a few guys on the edges, and we saw some pressure. We saw Pittsburgh having a scramble. So I look at the game differently. A lot of the players look at it differently. They know the packages, what they have. They've done it on practice field, and they get excited when the real bullets start to fly. So right now it's, let's figure out who's going to be on the team, who can contribute and help us. How do we build our special teams, a core that's going to help us win games in the 3 phases. But again, no need to panic about anything. This 1D versus this 2 or 3rd team, you would like to see a bit more pressure when it's your 1s versus 3s, but at the end of the day, those guys are also in the pros. They're going to get one good play every now and then. And then if it were a 60-minute game where it was 1s versus 3s, I expect the 1s to dominate.
I guess another way of saying what you're saying is we got to know if we have good enough players, and we're not going to know if we have good enough players based on what we're seeing in these limited preseason opportunities. That'll come later down the road. We know what we got with
the season builds.
Yeah,
certainly
sure.
As the season builds, you'll kind of figure out how much depth you have going in. You can get excited. You can get excited about the guys going in, but you really don't know until you know, right? And that's what the season is for. That's why it's so long. That's what the people in the front office that has to evaluate players and make the transitions or transactions, bring players in and out. Like it's a huge strategy, man, and it's a long season. So, but right now it's just entirely too, it's too premature.
There you go.
To kind of, hold your head on all that stuff.
Perfect.
Well, appreciate you on this weekend. Appreciate Friday. It was great luncheon.
We got to do that again.
Yeah, definitely.
People loved it.
Shout out to everybody that, won a spot and that listens and came in and had the free lunch with Freddie and the crew, and E.T. still eating cake.
And it's good.
I'm sure he took some cake home.
He took a box home.
He took the whole cake.
The good people at Alhambra, man, they were amazing. The entire staff took some photos with them afterwards. So it was a great time.
Yeah, it was good.
That was absolutely phenomenal.
All right, my man. Well, have a good week, and we'll catch up with you next Monday. Hopefully a little bit better performance against the New Orleans Saints.
I only let you guys catch me because I want you to.
That's fair enough.
There he goes.
There you go. That's Fred Taylor over and out. All right, we went a little overtime because that's what we do when you have a future Hall of Fame running back. Back with more next as we reach halftime on today's program. We're live inside the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is 1010XL. You're going to love this.
More Jaguars, more Gators, and more Jacksonville. 1010XL. Jacksonville is listening.
Lucas Tree Service is a certified arborist and a local family-owned business with over 45 years of experience. They specialize in tree removal, trimming, and stump grinding for both residential and commercial properties. Get prepared for storm season and receive top-notch customer service from Lucas Tree Service, 904-241-3533. Online at lucastreeservice.com.
Hey, Higgin here. Tired of glasses or contacts? Discover customized vision solutions at Bowden Eye & Associates. Dr. Bowden's team offers cutting-edge options like Evo implantable Collamer lenses, refractive lens exchange, and classic LASIK, designed to fit your life. Picture perfect vision for reading, driving, or just enjoying the day. Man, it's so easy to do. Call now and get that free screening. That's right, I said it. A free screening. Bowden Eye & Associates. They're keeping the First Coast focused.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Get the best soccer talk on the First Coast on the Coaches Show, presented by Sporting Jacks. Cole Pepper, Sporting Jacks head of soccer Mark Warburton, and Sporting Jacks women's coach Stacey Bailey discuss the beautiful game Tuesday evenings at 6 on 1010 a.m.
Tired of high energy bills? Replace those inefficient windows and patio doors now. It's Renewal by Anderson's triple savings month. Get $300 off windows and $825 off patio doors. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. This offer expires August 31st. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Frank Franzi here for Coyle & Sons Fencing. Jacksonville is full of memorable sports memories. Remember Morton Anderson missing a chip shot field goal that launched the Jags into the playoffs in 1996? You know who doesn't miss? Coyle & Sons Fencing. If you're in the market for a new fence, I recommend calling Coyle & Sons today at 904-356-4821. That's 904-356-4821. Or visit CoyleJacks.com. That's COYLE Jacks.com. Coyle & Sons, keeping your business and home safe for nearly a century.
When you step into a courtroom, you're stepping into a fight. Someone wins, someone loses. I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and at Hastings Injury Law, we've got the experience you want in your corner if you or a loved one suffer a personal injury or a wrongful death. We're here to fight for you. So if you get hit, hit back with Hastings Injury Law, offices Jacksonville. Find us on the web at 904hitback.com or call our 24-hour helpline, 904-HITBACK.
Bueller.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, Jason, got a minute?
Always. What's on your mind?
This time of year, my air conditioner is running non-stop. Hot all day, hot all night. It has to run constantly just to keep up.
Well, that's what they do.
But if something happens to it in the middle of a 2-week heat wave, I'm in trouble, Jason. I can't wait 3 days or 2 days or even the next day for service. If you can't get someone here today, I'm sweating by tonight. What if it breaks, Jason?
You call me, pal. That's what we do. Bueller Air and Plumbing.
But you're probably swamped with calls from everyone else's AC that ran nonstop and then broke in a heat wave, so they called you because that's what you do.
But we always have room for an emergency. At Bueller Air and Plumbing, we have techs standing by because we know these things happen.
So I don't need to worry. Wow. That time you calmed me down without even using the sunglasses.
Oh, I was reaching for them.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by YMCA of Florida's First Coast. Having two starter defenders out can benefit the team, according to former Jag running back Fred Taylor.
Take your time, get fully healthy, because we want to hit the ground running.
Gator linebacker Jayden Robinson is all in on the coach's new defensive philosophy.
Like he's aggressive at times when we need to be, and he's going to put us out there in the right plays.
At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson. At 8:06, it's 78 degrees. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
10XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah. exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. This is your Duval Minute. Brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
Yeah, 29 of 38 for 301 yards and 4 touchdowns. You know what those numbers are? That's the Pittsburgh passing attack against our Jaguars defense. I don't care who's playing defensive back. I don't care who's rushing the passer. That is no bueno. And, Mason Rudolph, 9 of 10 for 84. Skylar Thompson threw for 233 and 3 touchdowns. You can't allow 301 yards passing and 4 touchdowns with no takeaways, no picks. Jaguars got to shore up that pass defense and got to shore it up fast. Otherwise, you know what? Travis Hunter's going to be playing a heck of a lot more corner than maybe we all thought. And that's your Duval Minute, brought to you by our friends at Lift Power. Lift Power's on the lookout for some good corners. They're always looking for experienced lift truck and dock and door technicians in the Jacksonville area. Benefits are out of this world. They'll give you a 401k. They'll give you a company vehicle. They'll give you paid training. They'll give you a sign-on bonus. Woo! This offer too good to pass up. That's why Lift Power is one of the best places to work for the past several years. That and the fact that it's been around for more than 50. It's family-owned and operated. It's got stability. And you have an opportunity to be part of the family. You want to learn about job opportunities? Just go to liftpower.com. That's liftpower.com.
Ba 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 Baran. Ba 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 Baran.
You got me rocking and a rolling, rocking in a rhythm, Barbara and Baba.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Looking for romance, saw Barbara and.
So I thought I'd take a chance.
Is this Sean or not? Should be.
Oh, this is the Beach Boys.
Beach Boys, baby.
Okay, there you go. You're right.
Rocking and a rolling, rocking in a rhythm, Barbara and Baba.
When Happy Days was the hottest show on earth in the mid-'70s, I was about 8, 9 years old. Nancy Pants must have bought like some sort of album with this, this genre of music, the kind of music you would hear on Happy Days. And Barbara Ann was on there, and I remember the one Splish Splash. Of course, you know that one.
Splish Splash, I was taking a bath, long about a Saturday night. Rub-a-dub-dub, got my feet in the tub.
What about Rock Around the Clock? You know that song?
1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, rock. We're going to rock around the clock tonight.
When the clock strikes 1. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, all those. So.
Anyway,
so they were all, I think Sha Na Na did them all, though. So to me, they're all Sha Na Na songs.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong on that.
I think you
What about Bowser? How's he doing?
I don't know about
Remember Bowser from Sha Na Na?
Cam Ward was 5 of 8 for 67 yards. Did have a touchdown drive. Jackson Dart, 12 of 19, 154. I saw him throw a great pass. I'm not sold on Jackson Dart, but I didn't watch Jackson Dart except against the Gators, and I didn't like him.
They say he's got a little moxie. I will say this about Cam. One thing that did have, he's got a best buddy up there.
Yeah.
Your fantasy football players shade it towards Calvin Ridley. That's the only place he looked. And like in one drive, Ridley had like 4 for 60. I mean, it was every level of the route tree.
Tyler will learn how to say his name if he becomes a starter with the Saints. 15 of 22 for 165, touchdown and a pick. Jalen Milroe was 6 of 10 for 61. And then the one that everybody was talking about was Shedeur Sanders. I don't really know why. I think he did okay. Maybe they thought he did better than expected. I was driving home last night listening to my favorite sports talk station, this one right here, and some slappy on from I don't know where was just going crazy about Shedeur Sanders. Like I thought the way this guy was talking that this kid must have thrown for 350 yards. He threw for 138 yards. In a preseason game?
Played most of the game.
You're eating your words if you said anything. I go, eating our words? What are you talking about?
By the way, I think.
By the way, after the game, Shedeur Sanders did another sort of immature thing. He went after the longtime Cleveland guy, Grossi.
Yeah,
and he was kind of barking at him. Yeah, you never say anything good about me. Whatever do to you.
Nah, did you see the clip?
I saw the clip.
It was like I took
at first
it more
it was
joking.
a little tense, and then at the end they kind of eased it up a little bit. But nonetheless, it's just. And again, I got to listen. Let's let it play out.
I don't think to eat your words. I think we were all surprised at how low he went.
100%.
I think there's a lot of projection here. I don't think that the country was sitting around happy that Shedeur Sanders was falling.
Yeah,
there's some there's some people get some stuff wrong when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah.
Now there's going to be a segment. I don't like the showy. I don't like that he's Deion's. Get all that. But for most of us, Ain't no difference between Shedeur Sanders and Jameis Winston to me. Can you play ball? And if you can, you'll be fun to watch.
Yeah.
I would root for Shedeur Sanders. I think Shedeur Sanders being the starting quarterback for Cleveland is a good storyline for the NFL. It's more interesting. What I want. Dylan Gabriel?
Yeah.
I want Joe Flacco to keep the job. Kenny Pickett? Give me some of that prime time vibe. We'll take
see.
it.
We'll see how it goes and let it play out.
But to your point, screaming at all of us, like no one, it's like a self-fulfilling storyline. There is not a big portion of general sports fan who even knows where Shedeur is, first and foremost. But second, is like wishing for him to fail. That's just, I don't think that's true. I don't. And him going in the 5th round is probably actually kind of a bonus because it can't be accused. Oh, he was only a first rounder because. Or he only went on day 2 because. I mean, the guy couldn't have been any more humbled. I've been impressed with how he's carried himself. You said another immature thing, but I think for the most part, he's just kind of stayed close to, kept his cards close to his vest, taking every opportunity to try and play well. And I guess if you're saying for what he did the other night, it's just better than the alternative. It's better than coming out and going 8 for 23 with a couple of picks. We've seen rookies do that.
Quinn Ewers, 5 of 18.
There you go.
Not a good day.
There you go.
Yeah.
Was Miami? Is that
Miami.
Yeah, Quinn Ewers did not look good at all.
No, he didn't have a great.
I watched a lot of the preseason football. All the games were on. I was flipping them around.
I watched a little bit of the Bears and the Dolphins yesterday.
Bears can
ended in a thrilling 24-all tie. It's not the line.
Yes. It is. That's the second part of the line.
You butchered the line.
I didn't want to do I thought the second line here was on Back to School Monday was better than the first one. Yeah.
Shout out all you teachers.
And SJC, they're back too. And unleashing the fury on them. Kids, don't forget, when Uncle Jeff's governor, you won't go back until September 3rd. Yeah. Just keep it in mind. One day you'll vote. One day all you backseat against you're gonna wake up and 12 years you're gonna be able to vote. And I'll be the 70-year-old governor of California, E.T.
Yeah, that's where you belong, California.
I mean, Florida. What is wrong with me? Like the word in my brain is not leaving my mouth. That's not good for this job. I've gotten to where I can be reading a word and I'll say it.
That's not good for this job.
Well, it's a good thing that I'm not on any bad sites. Goodness knows what I might say. Did we not change the format for the Tour Championship, or are we changing that?
We'll find out tomorrow.
Is that for real? Oh, just you mean we're going to ask?
Yeah.
Well, I've looked it up. It looks like we're still doing that. The leader starts at 10 under, and then the next guy's 7, and the next. I thought we were going to do something to get off of that. Is that not, or did I dream that?
Yeah, no, they're all going back to 0
at some point. I don't think it's this. Is it this year?
I do. I think it's this year.
Yeah, that's what I thought, and so I went to look it up, and it's not. Yeah, here it is. Well, how? Because here's what we do. We complain about the way it is, and it doesn't seem right, and it takes away from the excitement. Well, what is fair? You should have some advantage, shouldn't you? If you're number 1 versus number 30?
No,
you shouldn't. No. You just qualify.
Does the Super Bowl team get an advantage if they have a better record?
They get home field.
At the Super Bowl? No, they don't.
Well, by then, you're not at the Super Bowl. Then you're down to 2.
Yeah.
I mean, they got 30 guys.
It's the last event, just like this is the last event.
Yeah, there's no adjust. Yeah, you're just playing it. Yeah, the 30 get in, so 30's as good as 1.
All right, Stuart Moore has. It's just a standard golf tournament this year. Thank you, Stuart.
I just saw it. Thank you, Stewie.
Thank you, Stuart.
Appreciate you,
We're
brother.
Taking the BMW purse out and paying that top 30. Stuart, go Scheffler.
How did things shake out for you, my man? Did he catch you?
Oh, I got it. I got it right here.
What do you got?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
I may have caught Hicken. Who did you have?
Ooh, it's getting tight at the top.
I don't care.
I know.
As long as I
Dan had Matt Fitzpatrick and Harris English. Got him a total of whopping $164,000.
Oh, dear.
Bringing his total to $22.2 million.
22.2.
Jeff took Henley and Fleetwood, getting him $1.4 million, bringing that total to $21.9 million.
21.9.
Hey.
I took Xander and Ludwig. I got $685,000. Bringing my total to $19.4 million.
19.4.
And the tour took Scotty and Hovland, getting him a total of $1.2 million.
Well, that's all.
Bringing his total to 17.4.
So you're still holding him off.
Yeah, but by $2 million.
You're $2 million ahead. I'm $4.5 million ahead. I just got in. You're, a little less than 5. Just got to stay out of last.
Stay out of last.
I got to be honest. I know while Dan is just rabidly rooting for ET to spin that wheel, I kind of want to play that golf.
I can't ruin the golf.
I'd rather do the golf. So
I can't ruin the golf.
So
I want Stuart to come in tomorrow and say, guys, we got a tee time.
Yeah.
The hot summer, 4 o'clock, we're off. Let's go.
And again, Stuart, if the guy, you in this case, who works at the players for the tour in a relatively high position for a relatively long amount of time.
Yeah.
If you need us to call over there and get us some sort of deal, I guess we'll do that for you. That seems counterintuitive. Shouldn't we be calling you to get the deal? Hick? What am I missing here? Huh? Do Stewie's bosses find him undesirable?
He doesn't have hygiene. He smells. He's not clean.
He has white chips of deodorant under his arms.
He's what we like to call a stink pot.
We got to go to break. We'll be back with more. Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sure we are. Next.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
He tackles talk radio like a middle linebacker in the gap.
I tell it like I see it, and I see it like a middle linebacker.
Tommy Mack. Fridays on Jaguars Today. Unsealed by renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors on 1010XL.
60 days from now, you'll be one of these two guys. The first guy, sluggish, foggy, and feeling like he just can't keep up like he used to. The second guy, driven, strong, and confident. Why? MailXcel's breakthrough microdosing protocol, a daily low-dose testosterone. You don't have to be the first guy anymore. Be the second guy. Take the same steps he took. Try MailXcel.com. 100,000 men chose wisely. Your move.
Hey, Hicken here. You ready to reclaim your backyard? They've been serving Northeast Florida since 1977. I'm talking about Surfside Pools, the trusted name for expert pool design. Been around a long time, man, because they do it right. Family owned and operated. They offer pool service. We use them every week. Equipment repairs, commercial maintenance, remodels, and new pool construction. I see them putting in a pool just down the street in my neighborhood. Let Surfside Pools transform that backyard of yours into the oasis you crave. You ready to float happy? Surfsidepools.net for all your answers. Surfsidepools.net or call them 246-2666. Surfside Pools and Spas, where luxury meets leisure.
Got a leak or a clog? Or are old galvanized pipes causing low water pressure? At Superior Plumbing and Pipelining, we don't just fix plumbing issues. We solve them for good. And unlike other plumbers in the area, Superior Plumbing and Pipelining will never charge you to diagnose a problem. From simple plumbing repairs to trenchless pipelining, our estimates are free. And we can reline your cast iron pipes without making a mess of your yard. You have many choices for plumbing work. Make the superior choice. Superior Plumbing and Pipeline. Request a free estimate at superiorplumbingjacks.com.
He used to cover the Jags. Now he's a CBS Sports senior NFL writer.
Well, I believe he's got everybody's attention.
He's Pete Prisco. Friday afternoons on The Frangie Show. Brought to you by Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles on 1010XL.
Now this is how you end a summer. Under the lights, surrounded by history. The driver's last shot at the playoffs. Your last chance to see regular season action. Friday night, Xfinity lights the fuse. Saturday night, the Cup Series delivers the fireworks. This is Daytona. This is everything. NASCAR weekend at Daytona International Speedway, August 22nd and 23rd. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Summer's winding down, and we know you want to enjoy what's left of it. But before you celebrate this Labor Day weekend, plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Celebrate responsibly and remember to drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Hey, school's in session, and here's today's lesson. We have hundreds of certified vehicles to choose from, starting as low as $89.99. Plus, they come with a 7-year, 100,000-mile peace of mind warranty and free oil changes. That means you and your soon-to-be drivers will be protected. Plus, every purchase allows us to fund teachers' projects for the entire school year. Your next assignment, get to Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine, Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville, or Beaver Mitsubishi in St. Augustine. We're here to wow you and our teachers.
Hacker here. You know, those of you that have listened to me for years realize that I used to do a lot of different weight loss things, a lot of different things that I tried that just never worked for one reason or the other. And then Awaken 180 Weight Loss came along, and I heard Mike Dempsey and Matt Hayes talking about it, and I thought, you know what the heck? What do I have to lose? I'm going to give it a try. I had low expectations, to be honest, based on previous history, but I learned very quickly that Awaken 180 Weight Loss is the best weight loss program I was ever on. I dropped 19 pounds my first 2 weeks on Awaken 180 Weight Loss, went on to lose over 100 pounds total. I'm keeping the weight off with the Awaken 180 Weight Loss Maintenance Program. Awaken 180 Weight Loss, without a shadow of a doubt, is the best weight loss program I have ever been on, and the results speak for themselves. If it's time for you to lose some weight like it was for me, go to awaken180weightloss.com or call 844-346-1800. You can do it. Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Running play with Tootin. Tries to pick his way. Broke a tackle. Got it inside the 5. Keeps those legs churning. They're still churning. Toward the goal line. Tootin near the goal line. Touchdown! He carried defenders with him into the end zone for the score.
Yeah, he kind of ride from his own line there, too. He did keep churning those legs, but yeah, I think that O-line coming up behind him, surging, getting him into the end zone. Ultimately, the Jaguars lose the game. Look, we've kind of described it as such. Whatever. Offensive, first-team offense, inefficiently efficient, despite some penalties and some missteps. Their one and only drive resulted in points, and Trevor was 6 of 7, so the completion percentage was there. The playbook looked awful vanilla, awful short. They didn't really, try much at all downfield or any sort of, substitution patterns, anything. One drive, they got out up 3-0. But the first-team defense let the Steelers' second-team offense just go right down the field like Swiss cheese, and it's easy for a Jag fan to be cynical. Right. I don't care if it's one post. I don't care if it's a practice. I mentioned this to you off air earlier. Let's not forget this part. When they held the second biggest show up event of this training camp was this team scrimmage inside the stadium. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, that was also a night where the defense got it handed to them.
Yeah, I think there's some concern for fans.
Yes.
I don't know how concerned. Listen, I think Liam Cohen's a pretty honest cat. And I don't think the Jaguars have a Super Bowl roster by any stretch. Of course they don't. They won 4 games last year. So if we're realistic, and again, I'm not going to, I've not gotten carried away at one point at all this entire offseason, this entire training camp. I remain hopeful. I want them to win. But
defense is going to have to prove it. I think, again, and I'm not right. This is my opinion.
Right.
My opinion, then the offense is going to rip it up pretty good. They're going to get better as the season goes on. I think they've got talent there. I think they've got a quarterback there who can deliver. And so as the O-line gets some, hopefully stays healthy and gets some chemistry and some continuity. They didn't give up any sacks the other day. That's a good thing. It's not it's not the best thing in the world, but it beats the alternative. Again, it's one of those. They didn't run the ball, incredibly well. Didn't seem to open up a lot of space there. But the defense, I think it's fair. If you watch your defense in the first 5 minutes and say they're in midseason form here in Jacksonville, that's a bad thing. Right. And it looked, again, just wide open Swiss cheese, too much, cushion given. Liam Cohen said they need to be stickier. And we'll just use this as a starting point, a basis. We'll see. To your point, I do think that they are going to try and correct some things immediately next week against the Saints. Are we to the point of burning things? Probably not, but Brian has dialed us up this morning.
Oh, fun to see if
Brian... Kind of thought we might see Brian among the winners at the Fred Taylor luncheon. But
Brian, are you back? Are you back as a season ticket holder? Let's start with that.
Oh, yeah. Yep, I'm back. I never left. I mean,
No, I know you never left, but every year we discuss this. Every year we need to go over this, and there, you have certainly threatened many a time, but you have
The dude literally burns things. He's burning Brian.
Yes, he's remained true to his Jaguar franchise. So your thoughts, please.
You know, that's the funny thing. I'll start with this, the whole burning thing. The one thing I'll never burn is in 95, I was at the Chicago Bear game with my dad, and that's when they didn't have the nets, and Mike Hollis kicked the field goal. My dad caught the ball. So when he passed, I got the ball. So, I mean, that's really cool. And when that 70-yarder was kicked, it's kind of funny. I was walking from one side of the stadium to the other, and I was right there dead in the middle of the field goal post. And, I mean, as soon as that ball left his foot, you could just tell. I was like, that is good because the trajectory, the speed, I was like, that thing that was pretty cool to see from that aspect, from the north end zone.
It looked like a video game. I mean, just boom. Like you just to hit it that far with that much accuracy, it's just these kickers are something else. And I'd say have the best one in the league. Guy kicked it 70, doesn't miss much, got incredible. He won't be recognized that way yet, but I'm not sure we don't have the best kicker in the whole league, Ick.
I think we do. Yeah. I think
the funny thing, though, is isn't it so Jaguar that the first play, the whole trajectory of the whole new routine, the first thing.
It's fair.
I mean, when that false start, I mean, literally everybody in the stadium just moans.
Just a groan.
Like, what in the world?
Yeah.
That's fair.
I really, I think it's fair to be a little more worried about the defense. Look, the offense still has to prove it, but I feel a lot more confident about them and our coach coming from that side of the ball. But that defense, again, right out of the gates, did not make us feel warm and fuzzy for sure. Brian, I appreciate it. Don't be a stranger. We know you won't. Hopefully Jags can, when these games matter.
Listen, it's time to get Eric Armstead, Mason Smith, some of those guys. They got practice today. I don't know if those guys are returning. We'll start to find out here soon. They get on the field here, but we need those guys back to work.
I'm concerned that the D-line is just still the weakness that it was a year ago. It was a huge weakness. We had two defensive ends that got to the we had two edge rushers that got to the quarterback. What do we have? They both double digits last year, Yeah. No, Hightown didn't get there, right?
No.
But even still, and that's it. We got nothing else from edge rushers. The D-line overall was not good. Terrible against the run. It didn't look any better the other night.
Right.
Smoot got a sack, and whatever, dude. If you get a sack past halftime of a preseason game, it doesn't matter. Because the guy who got it and the guy who was blocking aren't going to be on the field in a month. I'm distressed by this Panthers news. I've been operating this whole offseason like the Panthers stink.
Oh,
yeah. Well, now I'm hearing that the Panthers are thought to be about like the Jags, about a 500 team.
Man,
I'm not kidding. I thought the Slee Stacks group was still terrible, E.T., the land of the lost. So I didn't like hearing that. USA Today putting them 8-9. What?
You see our former Jag, one of their players got into a scuffle over the weekend.
Who that?
It was Rayshawn Jenkins and Leggett.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Who's
Rayshawn playing for?
Cleveland.
Okay, he was out of the league until recently. So Leggett. Well, I know this. Whatever Leggett told him, Rayshawn couldn't attain a fence. He didn't understand a word he said.
That's probably true,
bro. I got today's Shazam Spotlight, though. I got to mention this. Is a perfect time to mention it. I don't know the names. I do know the particulars. But the Shazam Spotlight brought to you by Shazam.com, the Murray Ford Superstores. Awesome deals, great customer service, the service department, from start to finish, for the lifetime of your vehicle and more. You'll go back to the Murray Ford Superstores. I should say Shazam. The Shazam Spotlight. Did you guys see what that UFC dude did to that other dude in that fight on Saturday night?
No.
Bro, like the most vicious looking pro wrestling moves like suplexes and, DDTs and that kind of stuff, but it's fake. So guy, I wish I knew the fight. So two dudes are fighting, right? So y'all got to look at me. He picks up, he picks the dude up like at the waist, gets him up over his head, and then just slams him down. So he's coming down like completely prone on his back.
Like a
just slams him like on his neck. Just boom, out, fight over, medical staff in there. But he flipped him up, whipped him in the air, and then you got to look it up. So y'all look, it's everywhere. I'm surprised y'all haven't seen it.
Google.
Yeah,
I think I can top that.
Top that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was.
Because this isn't even getting this isn't by somebody else.
Have you seen it, though? The one I'm talking about?
No.
Oh, yeah. Just look at it for the sheer ferocity, E.T.
I would ask you, do you know the name?
It looks like it should be illegal. That's what.
Do you know the name Connor Zilich?
No, I don't.
Connor Zilich is a phenom young race car driver.
Okay.
And my man Connor Zilich was rocking and rolling in the Xfinity at the Glen on Saturday, taking the checker flag. He pulled into victory lane, and he's getting out of his car, and he stood up on the hood, and like sort of on the where the window,
Yeah.
And he got his leg kind of tangled, and he went straight down on his head. Fell on his neck.
Oh, that guy who knocked himself out?
Broke his collarbone.
Oh, yeah. That's terrible.
His dad tweeted out, well, you now have a more embarrassing, you can now eliminate the most embarrassing moments when you pooped yourself.
Well, lucky for him.
He was okay, thank
At least
God,
as far as he goes. I didn't see that one. I did read about that. But,
Yeah.
E.T., did you look at what my man got slammed in that
Yeah,
UFC?
these guys are different, man.
Bro,
Knocked
you
him
see
out.
what he did to him?
Yeah, picked him up and knocked him out.
And the way that guy came down, how is he alive right now? That move's got to be illegal, bro.
Gotta be, man. Oh.
He just threw him right down on his head, man.
And one other crazy moment from the weekend, just to prove that umpiring knows no gender. The lady umpire behind the home plate of your game stunk too.
Yeah, 91%, which puts her about average. But ball strike accuracy
First pitch,
yesterday.
though.
Yeah.
First pitch, foot inside. Strike!
Yeah, she's probably nervous.
And after he
they're all
slammed
terrible.
him-
Boy, listen, there's nothing says that a woman can't be behind home plate and be just as bad as the guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all terrible.
After he slammed him, he hit him in the face twice.
I know, bro.
Oh.
Yeah, that's always
The way the angle that dude slammed, he was like convex almost. I can't believe he's alive.
His brain definitely touched
His
his skull.
spine should have snapped just at the shoulders there. That's the way he threw him down. It should have snapped at the shoulders. We'll be back with more. This is the kind of invigorating sports
That's
talk
what
radio
you
get each and every morning on The Drill, live inside the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
I used to dread going to the dentist. Every visit felt like a sales pitch with constant upselling, surprise fees on my bill, and I could never get in when I needed to. But Harbor Dental Care? Totally different. They saw me the next day, gave me honest pricing up front, and even set me up with a payment plan I could actually afford. No pressure, no surprise charges, just kind people who get it. If you want to experience dentistry the way it should be, book your appointment today at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
Hey, when it comes to insurance, I think we all think sort of the same thing. We pay a lot of money monthly. If something happens, we need you. You need to be there. That's what Craig and Chris Kaprosky do with Goosehead Insurance, man. Let me tell you something. They saved me money on my mortgage payment. My homeowners came down. It was a miracle. What comes down in this day and age? Well, thanks to the Kaproskis, my mortgage payment did, and I'll be forever indebted. Homeowners, auto, flood, boat, small business. Kaproskis will be there for you time of need. I speak from experience, man. Take great care of your customer service. 2 words they don't take lightly. Get an insurance checkup today. Easy to get a hold of. Craig.Kaprosky at Goosehead.com. It's Craig.Kaprosky, Koproski at Goosehead.com, or call 478-8422, 478-8422. They're Craig and Chris Kaprosky, part of the Goosehead Insurance family, part of our family as well.
Brackish Vodka, the spirit of the sportsman and proud partner of the Jaguars, is now available at the Fresh Market Spirits and Wine. The Fresh Market Spirits and Wine is a new adult beverage store offering spirits, wine, beer, and accessories at A1A North in Ponte Vedra, a first-of-its-kind destination for thoughtfully curated spirits, wine, and beer as only the Fresh Market can. And now, you can get Brackish Vodka at the Fresh Market. Brackish Vodka, for whatever your sport is. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
Florida heat hitting like a heavyweight? Time to call in the champ. KO Electric and HVAC. We knock out the heat and power up your comfort. Fast, reliable, and undefeated in home service. KOElectricJacks.com. KOElectricJacks.com.
Calling all fun-loving citizens of Northeast Florida. Freedom Boat Club needs your help. Lisa the botanista has gone missing. She left a note that said gone boating. But here's the thing. Freedom Boat Club has 4 local locations. Julington Creek, Jack's Beach, and 2 in St. Augustine. And over 400 locations across the world. That's a lot of water to cover. Is she water skiing on the Ozarks, whale watching in the Pacific, or island hopping in Spain? Or hiding right here at the Black Creek Rope Swing? Or docking at the Conch House? Wait, has anyone checked Fort George Island? Too much to do on the water. So Freedom Boat Club is offering our best discount of all time, so you can help search. You simply make your reservation, show up, and have fun. I gotta go. I'm hopping on a boat to the fish camp for live music and lunch. Maybe I'll find the botanista there. Or better yet, maybe you'll join us with the best discount ever and enjoy boating made simple. Don't blame us when you start playing hooky too. Visit freedomboatclub.com.
Tired of high energy bills? Replace those inefficient windows and patio doors now. It's Renewal by Anderson's triple savings month. Get $300 off windows and $825 off patio doors. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. This offer expires August 31st. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist is now offering ortho walk-in appointments. If you have an immediate need for orthopedic care, contact Southeast Orthopedic Specialist immediately. Avoid ERs and urgent care waiting rooms. For more information, go to se-ortho.com.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
$8:38. Good morning, Jacksonville. Kicking it around here. The Monday after. Jacksonville Jaguars played. The Gators had a scrimmage this weekend. The good news is they got through without a major injury. They always seem to have injuries. But what I'm told is that DJ Lagway does 7-on-7s, not doing 11-on-11s yet. Again, that's what I hear. I also hear LJ McCray is down. He's been down for a little while. I don't know what that injury is. Billy Napier usually meets with the media on Mondays, so we'll see. But yeah, the Florida is getting ready for their season opener, which comes earlier than the Jaguars. And the Noles were in Jacksonville this weekend. Obviously, you heard about that. They had a backup receiver go down. So, yeah, a lot of things happening in the college football world as we go forward as well. The NFL has put out future power ranking projections for all 32 teams. This time they've given them number grades. In other words, 100 is an A+, 90 to 99 is an A, B, C, D, just like a school grading scale. The number one team, the Philadelphia Eagles, 92.6 overall score. Their quarterback got an 87. Their coaching got an 87. Their front office got a 97.3. They're the number one team. The Ravens right behind them, 92.1. Let's see where they got our Jags. Chiefs are third, by the way. The Bills are fourth. We're already into the B's, by the way. The Lions are fifth. They got an 87. I like the Packers, man, 86.2. This is, again, it has the, let's make sure I'm getting this right. They have the overall score, the category.
Is this the 3 or 5 years, did you say? You said the next?
This is... The goal for every NFL team is to win now, but a few franchises are also focused on the long-term. Our annual future power rankings, we ranked which teams are primed to be among the league's best over the next 3 seasons.
Years. Okay. I couldn't remember.
I rate each team's quarterback situation, remaining roster makeup, front office, and coaching staff.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what you're doing. The panel of experts are Louis Riddick, Aaron Schatz, Seth Walder, Ben Solak. Those are the guys making this up. But where do they have the Jacksonville Jaguars? Now, they're probably some, you don't know with so much new, right?
I feel like they're going to stick them about where we're showing up in the power rankings, about 22nd.
Yeah, you would think.
But in ESPN's talent under 25,
we're young, and so maybe we should be higher than that.
ESPN has the Jaguars in the top 10 of the talent under 25, which would seem to be a similar exercise, right? If you got guys for the next 3 years.
The Rams are 13th. No sign of the Jags yet. The Bucks are 14th. The Bengals are 15th.
This is like every future power ranking. This is all just, if Trevor is a Pro Bowl 40 touchdown guy, next year we're going to be top 5 in all these. Fact.
Jaguars are 20th. Overall score 75.7. Their overall roster minus the quarterback, 21st. Their quarterback, 17th, 79. Their coaching, they've given 27th, and their front office, 18th. Reasons for hope. The Jags' new front office and coaching staff are largely unknown, but they have a quality second contract quarterback in Lawrence. A couple other known young stars in Brian Thomas Jr. and edge rusher Josh Hines-Allen. Sure, they don't have a first-round pick next year, which as a result of the trade for wideout corner Travis Hunter. But you know what they do have? Hunter. Reason for concern, the focus remains on Lawrence and whether he truly is a franchise guy. 5th season, 3rd coaching staff, season-ending shoulder injury, many more questions than answers. Begins his 2nd year of his 5-year, $275 million extension, 4th highest-paid quarterback despite never cracking the top 15 in QBR. Nugget to know, Jacksonville's very young at wide receiver. Thomas Hunter both enter the season at age 22. The only receiver on the roster over 26 are Trammell and Trenton Irwin. Trenton Irwin dropped the ball, but he had a good night. A bold prediction, Lawrence will record a top 7 QBR season. I still haven't given up on Lawrence, who has never been in a great situation with a full trio of coach, receiver, and offensive line. I'm hopeful that could change with the additions of Thomas Hunter and Liam Cohen. He could finally reach his potential.
Well, I'm a little confused because if you think that Trevor is going to be top 7 in QBR, then they're not going to be 20. They're not going to be 20th.
I guess right now they are
because you got him at 21 or 17 or whatever. You would think they would move up at least a little bit.
What team do you think is the worst going forward here for the next 3 years?
Saints.
Saints got it going on. Yeah, they're dead last.
Yeah, you gotta pick teams that aren't winning, and you're really sketchy about their quarterback position.
Their quarterback is probably
Cleveland might be up there.
31st.
Cleveland's 31st.
No, Giants are 31st.
Okay. I don't get the Giant hate. I think the Giants are better than again. It's all about the offensive line. We talked about this earlier today. Their D line is fine. They got quarterback issues, so that's where it starts and stops. But the receivers, they got a high end and decent complementary. The running backs, I thought Tyrone Tracy for rookies pretty good last year. They added Cam Scatteroo. And they've got, Brian Daboll.
I saw who told me this week they really I don't know, but they really, Scatteroo went right after Tootin, right?
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I know that Scatteroo was available. Yeah.
So they like Scatteroo.
Tootin could have a role on this team for sure. And I thought he looked pretty good the other night. Tootin, a limited amount. He had a little bit of exposure, not the touchdown run, but he had another one in the middle. Did you notice the one in his first or second run? Maybe it's kind of a delayed handoff up the middle. He kind of danced through the hole and got 4 or 5 yards. I thought it was just a nice little elementary run, though, for Tootin early in that game. All right, I have a question for you.
All right, I'm ready.
Is history a good, reliable guide to the future?
Should be. It helps.
All right. Well, I found a recent trend in the National Football League that says one of the following teams will be a playoff team this year.
Okay.
Period. End of story.
Okay.
Some, as a playoff team, they may be a division winner. They may be a team that goes all the way to their conference championship game, which is going to seem unlikely when I list off the teams I'm talking about.
So you're saying one of these teams will make the playoffs?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So which will it be? And here is the minimum standard we're using. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
I've got a 4-year track record. I didn't go back any further, because I got tired of looking. I'm going to assume that it plays out almost every year.
Okay.
4 years in a row, I have found a team that won 4 or fewer games and then made the playoffs the next year. The Jaguars are one of them. They were 3-14 in 2021. They went 9-8, won the division, won a playoff game in 2022.
Okay.
In 2022, Houston was 3-13-1. The next year they came back, they were a playoff team. They won a playoff game. Washington in 23 was 4-13.
Okay.
They won 12 games last year? Went all the way to the NFC Championship game. If you go back to 2020, the Eagles 4-11-1. 2021, over 500 playoff team.
Okay.
So, with that being the standard, one of these 4-win or worse teams, not only have all 4 of these made the playoffs, they all won playoff games.
So somebody's going to make the playoffs here.
Somebody's going to win a playoff game.
Oh, boy.
If they do what these of the last 4 years have done.
Oh, gosh.
Here are your choices.
Here we go.
Who are you taking? E, you can play.
No, I already know who he's taking.
All right. The Patriots.
You better take them.
There aren't many teams that can only scrounge out 4.
Yeah.
That's a pitiful basement to dwell in.
Patriots could do it.
Yeah, for sure. They may be the favorite among these teams.
They might be.
Patriots, 4-13. Browns, 3-14.
Don't like that.
Titans, 3-14.
Don't like that.
Obviously, I bring this up because our Jaguars are in there. Jags, 4-13. Raiders, 4-13.
Division's tough.
Giants, 3-14. And that's it. Those are the only teams that won 4 or fewer. The Giants won 3. The Raiders won 4. The Titans won 3. The Browns won 3. The Patriots won 4.
I think if you did a poll, you would get the Patriots or Jaguars.
Yeah, probably.
Agreed.
But one thing, again, these teams have not just, I'm talking about Jags 3-14 to a playoff win. Houston 3-13-1 to a playoff win. Washington 4-13 to 2 playoff wins, including beating the Lions. It's pretty heady stuff. One of these teams. So if we look at it like that, guys, we don't have to rejoin the elite of the 32 NFL teams. We're not trying to outwit, and outlast, and outbattle the other 32. We just need to be better than the Patriots, the Browns, the Titans, the Raiders, and the Giants, and we're winning a playoff game, baby.
That's all we need.
That's kind of
We had to break with
positivity I
this
bring.
news. UFC has agreed to a 7-year, $7.7 billion exclusive U.S. media rights deal with Paramount. All UFC events will stream on Paramount Plus, with select events also airing on CBS. This is The Drill at 1010XL.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, the race is on.
Closing the gap.
Saturday at Richmond.
Fighting for every point.
NASCAR is tuned up by Maxie's Mechanics on Jacksonville's high-performance NASCAR station, 1010XL.
All right, gang, time out for trivia. I will be your host. What's hiding in your air duct?
For over 55 years, Green Acres Sporting Goods has proudly served Jacksonville from the corner of Normandy and Hammond Boulevard. From archery to hunting and fishing, they've got the gear, service, and know-how to get you outdoor ready. Stop by their full-service archery pro shop and check out their wide selection of firearms. And while you're there, sign up for their weekly concealed weapon classes. You can find it all at greenacressporting.com.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to our website, CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
The judge swings the gavel and I pound the hammer. I'm not judging, just hammering. Hammer time with Hayes Carlyon, weekdays on The Frangie Show.
On 1010XL, driven by Kia on Atlantic.
All right, we interrupt today's radio program for this halftime trivia. What's hiding in your air ducts right now? A, dust and allergens. B, mold spores. C, last season's popcorn. Or D, all of the above. If you guessed D, that's right. There's popcorn in there. If you guessed D, it's all of the above. So call Lloyd's Heating and Air for a new system. Get 50% off duct cleaning. Residential and commercial, by the way. Family owned, trusted by North Florida. Dial Lloyd's Heating and Air or visit Lloyd'sHeatingandAir.com. Lloyd's Heating and Air, keeping you comfortable in every season.
Hello, all
all you Jacksonville sports fans. Don here from Taco Lou. If you're in the mood for some great tacos, cold Dos Equis, and maybe even a sip of some fine tequila, then the Lou is calling your name. Come out to Jack's Beach and experience what many have dubbed the #1 taco in the 904. There are plenty of great taco joints in town, and we're proud to have been around for this long, and we have only you, the fine people of Jacksonville, to thank for helping us grow and become who we are today. Cheers to you, Jacksonville, and thank you from the Lou crew. Taco Lou in Jacksonville Beach.
Oh, interest rates. They're high everywhere, aren't they? Not at Beards Diamonds. Right now, they've lowered finance rates all the way down to 0. Hey, Hicken here. That's right. Now Beards Diamonds pay 0 down and get 0 interest financing for 5 whole years. So that $12,000 designer engagement ring is yours now for just $200 a month. Man, this amazing offer makes everything affordable. How about a $6,000 diamond eternity band, $100 a month? How about a $3,000 pair of diamond earrings? $50 a month. It's insane. Make any purchase and spread your payments over 5 years with 0 down and 0 interest financing. Rings, earrings, bands, bracelets, pendants, colored gemstone jewelry. Let the non-commission experts at Beards help you find the perfect piece of jewelry and take advantage of our best financing offer ever. I'm talking Beards Diamonds. I'm talking in the St. John's Town Center. This amazing offer ends August 31st. Shop local. Shop Beards.
Frank Franzi here for Coyle & Sons Fencing. Jacksonville is full of memorable sports memories. Remember Morton Anderson missing a chip shot field goal that launched the Jags into the playoffs in 1996? You know who doesn't miss? Coyle & Sons Fencing. If you're in the market for a new fence, I recommend calling Coyle & Sons today at 904-356-4821. That's 904-356-4821. Or visit CoyleJacks.com. That's C-O-Y-L-E, Jacks.com. Coyle & Sons, keeping your business and home safe for nearly a century.
Summer's winding down, and we know you want to enjoy what's left of it. But before you celebrate this Labor Day weekend, plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Celebrate responsibly and remember to drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Well, we had a little tete-to-tete this weekend with a couple of kids who I think they were married at one point.
What's wrong? This Hollywood romance gone wrong?
A little bit of Hollywood mixed with sport. E, did you see this one?
Which one?
And Justice for All, David Justice.
Huh?
Talking about Halle Berry.
Yeah, Justice told no lies, by the way.
Yeah.
Justice told no lies. He did. Best thing David Justice ever did was getting away from that life.
He
that
got
life would not have been
candid
fun.
about why he ended the marriage.
I read that as a former. He was married. You know, he's playing for my Braves, ET, when he married Halle Berry.
Former Braves outfielder was on All the Smoke podcast with Matt Barnes.
Yeah.
Matt Barnes can tell you some personal stories as well. Just ask, what was that little guard, Derek Fisher?
Derek Fisher. And Steven Jackson as well.
She asked me to marry her after knowing me for 5 months. I don't know if my heart was really into it, but I didn't want to make her feel bad and say no. I was in the moment. It caught me off guard. We were getting along. We're vibing. 5 months in, we're still in the honeymoon stage. They wed from 93 to 97. Spent a lot of time apart while she was out of the country making movies. It wasn't really a lot of negative attention until I decided to leave her in 96. Months into their marriage, I'm looking at my mom. I'm a Midwest guy, so in my mind, I'm thinking a wife at that time should cook, clean, and I'm thinking, okay, if we have kids, is this the woman I want to have kids with and build a family with? And at the time, as a young guy, she doesn't cook, she doesn't clean. She really didn't seem very motherly. Eventually, I realized this isn't the person I want to spend my life with. Of course, Halle has had no problem.
I think that I want to, in reading that and knowing Dave Justice, I don't think he was saying that like all Neanderthals. She don't cook, she don't clean. I think what he's saying is he wants a more traditional mother.
In fairness, he went on to say, we probably could have made it if I knew about therapy.
Yeah.
It's just that because I was young, had only been in honestly one real relationship before her. My knowledge and my understanding and my wisdom around relationships wasn't vast. It bothers him that Barry didn't set the record straight after a abusive, unnamed boyfriend struck her in the head and punctured an eardrum. She let the whole world think it was me. I thought she was dead wrong for that. But he acknowledges he could have handled their split better. I look back on that situation. I'm like, that girl really did love me, and I can see why she would be so mad at me. So,
yeah.
Anyway, David Justice, Halle Berry relationship.
David Justice is a good ball player. Hall, very good player.
Yeah.
Did it for multiple teams.
He's been married to Rebecca Justice for 24 years, the mother of his two children.
Obviously, I think he can't say any better than he did, where he was coming from, with the age he was at.
He was a superstar back in the day.
Halle Berry, he wasn't a superstar. I think Halle Berry took him to a little higher star level. He was a good player. Dave Justice was never a superstar, Dan.
No, but he wasn't like Chris Howard, who was married to.
No. He was an all-star a couple of times. He was the rookie of the year. He hit the home run. The Braves won the World Series in '95, and they won the game 1-0. He hit the home run.
Yeah.
So he's definitely a good Brave. I think beloved by Braves fans. And look, Halle Berry, Jennifer Lopez, just exchange whatever name you want. These women are, they'd be awesome for a hot minute, E. You could, you may love Halle Berry. She's a beautiful woman. You may love everything. You go marry her and talk to me in 2 years, boss. Let me know how you're doing, man. I just don't know.
I'll give it a try.
Yeah, I feel that's fair. I'm not encouraging you not to. But yeah, that's fair. I have here in front of me.
By the way, one more thing about I saw this about the Jag-Steelers game. It was kind of funny. So Mike Tomlin met the media after the game, and he goes in and, opening statement, coach, sure, yeah, I think we got a lot of good work done, which is what the preseason's all about. We were able to get a lot of guys in and get looks at them. I thought we played fine. A lot of work to do going forward. Any questions? Okay, thank you.
Good. Don't give him time.
No, he gave either there was nobody in there, which might be the case, because on the road, oftentimes you
just set up somewhere.
Well, the reporter, there's not two anymore, so the reporter will go into the locker room when the locker room opens, and it's preseason. They want to get done in fairly expeditiously. And so I think probably most of the Pittsburgh media was gathering sound from Ben
Roethlisberger and Antonio Brown.
Those guys.
Correct.
So anyway, I thought that was
believe it or not, the college football season kicks off a week from Saturday.
You're a liar.
A week from Saturday. They're not the biggest and best. I came across this list, though, as I'm always just, looking for interesting college football notes and columns. And I came across college football because I think that this is especially if it's one you think your team could be in, right? If you come across a title that looks like something that you might have, apply. So I came across this college football 2025, 5 teams due for a letdown. And I think the reason I would put Florida in there, I'm not saying they're more or less due for a letdown, but they are those teams that were surging and they found themselves, kind of back in pretty good water. All right, 5 teams due for a letdown. 2 are from the SEC, or the Gators, one of those, at least in this opinion. We will get to some college football news and notes and much more as we head to the 9 o'clock hour on the program. We're live inside the
Nasty boys.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Once upon a time, there was no sports radio.
You like an answer to our prayer. Wait a minute. I'm not answering to your prayers. I'm not a savior or Martin Luther King or the Easter Bunny.
1010XL.
That's all.
Jacksonville Sports Radio.
Hey, Jacksonville, it's Dan Hicken with a game changer. I've tested the field, and Checkmate Coatings is my new go-to for durable, jaw-dropping floor coatings. Better play, better results.
I'm Brendan with Checkmate Coatings. We coat it all. Garages, pool decks, driveways, and patios. Be the envy of your neighbors.
Slam dunk your floors at checkmatecoatings.com. Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
XL Primetime is back weekdays noon to 2, and on Wednesdays, join Dr. George Bari at 1:20 for the latest in sports injuries from all the big names in the game. Make sure you catch Dr. George Bari on XL Primetime Wednesdays at 1:20 on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Hey, back to school time for you kids. Be careful out there, Duval, St. Johns County, everybody else going back to school. Congratulations. Zero Res is proud of you. Now that the kids are out, what a great time to get the house clean, man, right? Oh, perfect. Get it ready for the fall, right? Get it all done. Get Zero Resified. That's what you need to do. And right now, you can do it. Jacksonville's ultimate carpet cleaner will do 3 rooms of carpet cleaning starting at just $135, plus they're throwing in a free hallway and taking $100 off the air duct cleaning as well. Woo! Zero Res. You can schedule your appointment at ZeroResJacksonville.com. That's ZeroResJacksonville.com. Or call them 287-5727. It's so easy. 287-5727. Ask for the 1010XL special. Zero Res, man. You spell it backwards or forwards. It spells the same. Zero Res.
Hi, I'm Mac with Baker Glass. If you've got fogged up windows, let me help. We'll replace them with clear, insulated units that brighten up your home. People say we're fast, friendly, and reliable. Just check out our Google reviews. Call me today. Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Bueller. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, Jason, got a minute?
Always. What's on your mind?
This time of year, my air conditioner is running non-stop. Hot all day, hot all night. It has to run constantly just to keep up.
Well, that's what they do.
But if something happens to it in the middle of a 2-week heat wave, I'm in trouble, Jason. I can't wait 3 days or 2 days or even the next day for service. If you can't get someone here today, I'm sweating by tonight. What if it breaks, Jason?
You call me, pal. That's what we do. Bueller Air and Plumbing.
But you're probably swamped with calls from everyone else's AC that ran nonstop and then broke in a heat wave, so they called you because that's what you do.
But we always have room for an emergency. At Bueller Air and Plumbing, we have techs standing by because we know these things happen.
So I don't need to worry. Wow. That time you calmed me down without even using the sunglasses.
Oh, I was reaching for them.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Hey, it's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, you have children, of course you want to take care of your family. That's why I'm here to tell you about Matt Hinson and the Hinson Law Firm. Matt's the attorney. I'm not. But listen, it's time to do that will. Get it done. Get it out of the way. Take care of it. Why? You work hard for your money, man. You should be able to decide where your money goes if something should happen to you. Planning also helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes. And Matt Hinson's your guy. He's been doing it for a long time. He knows how to do it. He's going to help you with your decisions. He'll provide you information needed. So choices are easy. It's the Hinson Law Firm. You got questions, reach out to Maddie. 527-1700, 904-527-1700. The offices are in Jacksonville, Florida. Gang, don't let the state decide your fate.
Hey, it's Brent with Arcosa Crushed Concrete. If you've got concrete or asphalt rubble on your site, let me buy it from you, and I will recycle it into construction material for your future projects. Arcosa Crushed Concrete. Get paid for what you don't need.
Hi, this is Dave Barker. Want to grow your hair back?
IHRS, right here in Jacksonville, is the only hair transplant clinic in the country that offers multi-unit hair grafting, FUE NeoGraft hair transplants, and the 45-minute effective PRP treatments.
Multi-unit hair grafting gave me more hair in one procedure and within my budget.
Thank you, IHRS.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Schedule a free evaluation and find out how to grow your hair back and keep the hair you have. Call 904-777-IHRS. Take the first step to restoring your hair today. Visit hairforme.com.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
IHRS has been restoring hair for men and women for over 30 years.
Call now for a free in-person or virtual evaluation. 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Or visit hair4me.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Baker Glass. Jag head coach Leon Cohen expressed frustration with the early penalties.
Team of the day showed up for us on that one drive, which was self-inflicted wounds.
A 2-run single and outstanding pitching on Sunday gave the Jumbo Shrimp the victory and the sweep over the Nashville Sounds on the road.
At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 81 degrees and it's 9:05. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
I'm faded, feeling X-rated. It's Mr. Nasty time. Oh, Mr. Nasty time. The nasty time.
It's time. Now, it's time for the 9 o'clock nasty on the drill. We're wasting time. Here are Jeff Prosser, Dan Hicken, and E.T.
Well, one of the things I like to look at is when Orlovsky puts out his ranking the NFL quarterbacks by trait. You know, best arm, strongest arm, accuracy, those type of things.
And just before we get started, spoiler alert, he's way down on a couple of quarterbacks this year, and Trevor is one of those.
Okay.
So he is way down.
Well, you won't find him then in the top 10. Arm strength, of course, he has Josh Allen ahead of Patrick Mahomes and Justin Herbert and Lamar Jackson and Matthew Stafford. I've always thought of Matthew Stafford as having a gun, so if those four guys are ahead of him, those guys all got big arms. Joe Burrow's 7th on this list, by the way. Michael Penix is 9th. Jordan Love is 10th. So Caleb Williams, 8th. That's just
no Trevor in the top 10.
No Trevor in the top 10.
He's got a pretty strong arm.
Yeah, I don't know if he has that type of arm.
I'll tell you when you can tell. I noticed this weekend. I mean, I've been watching this stuff for 30 years, but I noticed it this weekend. You know how you can really tell the arm strength when the backup comes in.
Yeah.
And the ball it's just a little bit softer, isn't it? And that's not just here. All over the league. You'd watch the starter, he'd go out, and it's like suddenly, Mahomes becomes worthful.
Ball placement, he's got Joe Burrow number 1. Now, the king of ball placement to me was always Aaron. He's not in the top 10 anymore, but Aaron Rodgers he fit him in the small windows like anybody. I always thought he was the best.
Russ was good at that too, Russell Wilson.
Joe Burrow. Then Jaden Daniels 2nd, which a little bit of a surprise to me, but we'll see. Lamar Jackson 3rd, Josh Allen 4th. Anybody who ever
think about what you just said.
Anybody ever thought Lamar Jackson can't be he's got a ball placement, strong arm.
I mean, if it's ball placement, is that not like number 1 accuracy? This is basically you're using the word. This is accuracy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, well, good for him.
Mechanics, I don't really care about, but he's got Joe Burrow at number 1, Jaden Daniels at number 2, Matthew Stafford at 3. I would be curious. I would be curious about Denny's impression of mechanics. I don't care.
I have a big. I don't understand this. I don't know what magic tree Matthew Stafford ate from that has taken him from being like a Matt Ryan to like a Brady.
Yeah.
I would not think Matthew Stafford's a top 5 or 10 quarterback right now.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't. I mean,
yeah.
Would you want Matt? I mean, yeah. I don't. He's been a good quarterback, but you're telling me he's a top 3 in some of these categories?
Yeah. Decision making with the football. He's got Burrow again, number 1. Josh Allen, number 2. Lamar Jackson, number 3. Jaden Daniels, number 4. Mahomes, all the way down at number 5. I don't know if I'd put him 5.
I mean, this guy. I mean, Orlovsky is coming off here like a fantasy football player, and so Jaden Daniels is after a really good last 7 games is top 3 in all these important categories.
Pocket presence. Joe Burrow, number 1. Lamar Jackson, number 2, Mahomes 3, C.J. Stroud 4, Purdy 5. I think Purdy has a good pocket presence, right? He'll sit in that pocket. Some other newcomers in this, Baker 8, Bryce Young 9. So pocket presence. He's got Burrow at the top of a lot of them. So
well, and that's fair. Again, everyone's got to be, different to a degree when you're doing this. How everyone just like talks about Mahomes like they can't. Their memories are 6 months old.
Mm-hmm.
Mahomes is going to throw for a bunch this year, by the way. Got a bunch of receivers. He's tired of it all. That's coming.
A second reaction ability, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen. So, I mean, that's fine. That's pretty good stuff right there.
Well, also you've got now Josh Allen scoring high in the decision-making. What we're seeing in this list is a lot of growth from a lot of guys in some important areas. Lamar, accuracy. I mean, the thing with Josh Allen, you remember him early in his career? Remember that playoff game at Houston?
Yeah.
Where he just kind of threw the ball.
Here's one thought I have.
Yeah.
When I'm looking at this list, and by the way, it's basically freezing up right now. The arm strength. I don't think I said this name, and if I didn't say this name, then I think not a great list. I'm not, whatever. He knows more about quarterbacking than I do. But how can you not have? You cannot tell me I don't care where it's going, but you can't tell me Anthony Richardson doesn't have one of the top 10 arms in the NFL.
Like just pure arm strength?
Arm strength.
Yeah,
I'll give you another one. The kid in Dallas, the Tennessee kid, Milton.
Milton got a cannon.
I mean, these guys are throwing it 80 yards.
And right,
man.
you're not talking about
it doesn't say.
none of the other traits. You're not claiming.
It says arm strength. I mean, those guys are. I mean,
we have an interesting college football season in front of us from this standpoint. We have some teams, especially here in the Southeast. We have some in the local area that if they're not careful are set up to fail. And what I mean by that is we got some teams that are giving some preseason love. I can think of the Gators and 2 teams on their schedule that would fall into that category.
Okay.
Florida and Miami are both in that category. They could be set up for a big letdown if it doesn't go right, if they don't win games. If Miami comes out and loses Notre Dame in Florida, everything they talked about in the preseason is going to be dead and buried by the middle of September. If Florida goes and loses at LSU and then loses to Miami,
right?
And they've got 2 losses. They've already experienced a huge letdown. I have in front of me at least one person's opinion, 5 college football teams that are headed for a letdown in 2025. Now, part of headed for a letdown means you're coming off either a good overall season or a good end of season, and you also, if you're headed for a letdown, you have to be considered a top 25, if not top 15 team right now.
Okay.
Plenty of examples of the letdowns. I mean, FSU went from preseason elite last year to the bottom of the ACC.
Mm-hmm.
Here are the 5 they list. 5 teams headed for a letdown. First, would you agree that Florida could potentially be in this?
Sure.
Based on the luck,
some people have them at like 7 and 6, and that would be a letdown. I'm sorry.
5 teams due for a letdown. Number 5, Tennessee. The only thing I would say about that is, don't you kind of anticipate it because of how the offseason's gone and the quarterback deal?
Yes, I don't.
Do you have? I guess
I don't have those expectations.
I don't think Tennessee's going to be a playoff team this year. Do you?
Mm-hmm.
That's not my expectation. So it'd be hard for me to be let down. But I digress. BYU, 11-2 last year, went over SMU, a blowout bowl victory over Colorado. So, again, I'm not privy to their schedule. Here's another Big 12 team that shows up, Arizona State. Now is time that you got to believe in the coach, right? They lost that quarterback, didn't they, Levitt?
Who?
Arizona State.
No,
Wasn't Levitt
back.
Levitt's back?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then
They lost Scattaboo.
Okay. I would not, in that conference, I don't know if I would ready to say they're headed for a letdown. Here's one. This is a team that they ride this elevator.
Mm-hmm.
South Carolina. South Carolina was positioned just like this a couple of years ago with Spencer Rattler, remember?
Mm-hmm.
They had those top 10 wins at the end of the year. They beat Tennessee. They beat Clemson. They played Notre Dame, a top 10 Notre Dame team, right down to the wire here in the Gator Bowl. And then coming back the next year was supposed to be the year for South Carolina. And then they went about 6-6, I think.
Mm-hmm.
This is what they write. For a program that hasn't won 10 games in a season since 2013, this is it. This is the year the Gamecock fans have been waiting for. Man, they haven't had double digits since 13. And the number 1 team primed for a letdown, they say, is Syracuse, which I don't know how you can have a letdown in the ACC. How are you going to be good to begin with? Oh, Joe Hughes on line 1.
Oh.
Hello, Joe.
Hello, Joe.
Top of the morning, boys. How we doing?
Hello,
good.
friend.
How you doing?
Yeah, everybody's full of optimism. First, I'm going to talk about my pro team where there is no optimism at the crib, bro. We're going to be like 2-40.
Yeah, it doesn't look
the
good.
Saints look terrible.
Do you think
at least the Jacks?
Would it be worth it to you if you got Arch?
Arch is staying his senior year.
I
bro.
think so too.
Arch is already big. Arch and Peyton. Everybody's already said he's staying his 4 years.
Yeah,
that was our only hope. We were going to tank for Arch, but Arch not about that life. Arch is making $5 million a year, enjoying college life. Damn, they look terrible. At least the Jags, the offense can be exciting. I think the defense, the Jags, I mean, it's just one game, but that defense looked questionable.
No, it's just the problem with the defense is we've had a bad team, and even our good teams have had bad defenses, and at least our first look at the new defense, it looks just like the old defenses. Porous.
Exactly.
Now, granted, it's just a couple practice reps in the preseason. Well, hopefully they're built different. Hopefully their coordinator's different. We won't just suffer through the same Groundhog's Day Sundays, but we'll see.
I was cautiously optimistic because I like the kid from Louisville at quarterback. But man, just fool's gold right there.
Yeah, they don't have much talent.
Yeah.
And
You know,
Olave's
the
got
league
talent. He can't stay healthy. Kamara's 1,000. Brandon Cooks is 1,000. It's just not much there.
Not good.
You know, the league, we had a window of like 6 years. You know, we won in 2010, but probably 4 years after that. And the league, man, you know, it was terrible with the suspension for the so-called Bounty Gate, and then we were going to the Super Bowl, and they didn't call the pass interference. But it's gone now. It's going to be a while before we rebuild, at least 2 years. On the juxtaposition, my college team, I don't know if y'all realize this, but the five-time national champion Miami Hurricanes, we have the best offensive line in the country.
Okay.
And that's something that if you look at our quarterback led the SEC in touchdown passes and also in dropped passes. Okay. You know, he didn't have a good offensive line at Georgia last year. He's going to have a great offensive line. We don't have Restrepo and such, but we got some young kids that can catch. And we can run the ball. We're going to make some noise. We have a defense now. Last year, we had the best offense in the country. We're averaging 43 points a year, but our defense was terrible. This year, we're going to be balanced. We'll make the playoffs. We play 8 games in Florida. The problem is the last 2 games will probably be snowing in Virginia Tech, be snowing in Pittsburgh, but manageable. So at worst, I think 10-2, we're going to playoffs this year. I feel good about it. Carson Beck, hometown hero. Hope you guys – the bandwagon is open for you guys. And I think last year I was hearing all this hype about Cam Ward out of practice, and I watched the first scrimmage, and I was like, what are y'all talking about, bro? He's okay. He didn't set the world on fire. He was throwing little check-down passes.
Right.
But they were right. He was legit. Same thing this year. We're going to be excellent. The Notre Dame game, I think we're ranked 10th. They're probably ranked 4th or 5th.
We're going to beat your ass, Joe. How about that? Let's go from
Bruh,
hey, hold on a second. Hold on a second for Mr. Dummy here that just throws whatever opinion he wants. We got the best offensive line in the country. With all due respect, let me put Joe on hold because he can't shut up. I know that.
No.
So, you know, outside of the Joe U Power Rankings, which I know involves a lot of film room work and expert analysis, because I know when it comes to measuring offensive lines, nobody's got their nose to the grindstone like Joe freaking U.
Wow.
Mr. Technique O-line Guru. Instead, I went to, PFF, who listed what they think are the best offensive lines in college football, using at a basis, we got the best offensive line in college football. This dolt is telling me that Miami's O-line is in better shape than Georgia's, for Pete's sake. Like, good for Carson Beck. He'll now get some protection now that he's out of it. Now that Carson Beck doesn't have to deal with that under-talented Georgia roster, he can really explode. Oh, my God. Number 1, Alabama. These are the offensive lines according to not Joe U's rankings, but Pro Football Focus.
Yeah, I'm not big on them, but yeah.
Utah, number 2. Texas A&M, number 3.
Okay.
Number 4, Florida. Doesn't say Miami of Florida, Joe.
Oh, dear.
Number 5, Oregon. Okay. Number 6, Iowa. Number 7, Auburn, because when I think of a road great and going to win the Natty this year, it's Auburn. And there they are, ladies and gentlemen, the number 8/best offensive line in the country, the Miami Hurricanes.
I just like to beat Miami this year.
Yeah, Swamp Sessions show you. You're invited September, whatever it is, when we roll down there and put a stomping on your ass.
Oh, man. All right. Listen, a couple starters missing from Jaguars practice. We'll talk about that and more next here on The Drill.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Denny Thompson stars as the quarterback whisperer.
Everyone agrees that playing quarterback is the hardest thing to do in sports.
He shares his insights Friday mornings on The Drill. Tuned up by Tyson Sound and Security and George Moore Chevrolet on 1010XL.
Lucas Tree Service is a certified arborist and a local family-owned business with over 45 years of experience. They specialize in tree removal, trimming, and stump grinding for both residential and commercial properties. Get prepared for storm season and receive top-notch customer service from Lucas Tree Service, 904-241-3533. Online at lucastreeservice.com.
Hey, Jacksonville Hicken here with a game changer. Look, I've tested the field, man. Checkmate Coatings is the one, the new go-to for durable, jaw-dropping floor coatings. Better play, better results. Man, Brendan, the owner, does such a great job. I mean, think about what he does. I mean, we gave away a free floor coating in the last few weeks. I mean, that's what Checkmate Coatings does. Jacksonville folks, Brendan from over at Bishop Kenny High School, man, got Jacksonville crews keeping prices low with no massive overhead. You know what you do? You slam dunk those coatings, your floors at checkmatecoatings.com. For all your information, checkmatecoatings.com. It's so easy. It's Checkmate Coatings, gang. It's your floor's missing piece.
Homeowners, storms don't wait, so why should you? Protect your home and your wallet with Universal Roof and Contracting. Save up to 20% on roof replacements and repairs now through August 31st. Financing is available with payments as low as $115. Call 855-ROOF-HELP for your free inspection. Universal Roof and Contracting. Protecting your home, building your trust. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com. The boys are back in the kitchen.
Don't start the barbecue without me.
Joe, Matt, and Leon give you plenty to chew on during lunchtime.
Freshly baked bread.
From the big #1 Duval Ford Studios.
Thank you for lunch, boys.
Noon to 2 weekdays on 1010XL.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyoublow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Hey, it's Joe C. Summer in Jacksonville means the sun is hot, the grills are fired up, and your water heater probably full of sludge.
Nah, not mine.
Think, when was the last time you flushed your water heater out? It's okay, you can say it.
Probably never.
Flushing a water heater each year improves its efficiency and extends its lifespan.
They sure don't make them like they used to.
So call Roland Reese Plumbing for a routine water heater flush out and any other plumbing needs. 260-7059 or at plumberandjacks.com. Roland Reese Plumbing.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
Summer's winding down, and we know you want to enjoy what's left of it. But before you celebrate this Labor Day weekend, plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Celebrate responsibly and remember to drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwoods. Clayton, you talk a lot about a diamond's cut grade. Why is a diamond graded for cut?
Frank, that's simple. We cut grade diamonds to show a measurement of beauty and light return to the person looking at the diamond so they can understand the value difference between a diamond cut for maximum beauty and one cut for maximum weight. Now, it gets a little more complicated when you find out that the American Gem Society Laboratory actually assigns performance grades and proportion grades using patented computer software and grades for polish and symmetry using a microscope. The end result of cut grading is a final grade that can go from a 0 or ideal to a 10, which is poor. Each of these grades are priced a little differently. That's why you can see a diamond with a fine color and clarity priced low, particularly on the internet, because a trained gemologist won't buy it for resale because of the poor cut. Unfortunately, these type deals aren't good deals. They're bad deals for the unknowing customer.
Underwoods in San Marco, Avondale, and the shops of Ponte Vedra.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
But you never knew before. Not spotted at Jags practice this morning, cornerback Tyson Campbell and right tackle Anton Harrison. Eric Armstead working off to the side. That's not good. We'll find out more at the end of practice, which I believe it's around 10 o'clock.
Did you say not spotted in proper position all Saturday night, Tyson Campbell?
Did not, but I should have.
Okay, you said that. Oh. Had nothing to do with...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Tyson Campbell did not have a great night on Saturday, and maybe the reason why is he's hurt. I don't know. Or if he's hurt again, which that's certainly not good either. So none of that. And Anton Harrison not being there also not good. So...
Well, Harrison is one of those that they have kind of talked up a little bit. I think that they're just kind of, they don't say anything bad. They don't say anything great about the tackles. I can't help but feel like the thought, can't fix it all in 1 year, can you, Hick?
No.
And if they got in here and certain areas were even worse, well, we're going to have to ride or die here. These guys are high picks. One's under an extension. The other we took in the first round. It's going to have to be Harrison and Little, and we're going to have to get them as good as we can possibly get them.
Mm-hmm.
We can't, we already built the inside. They did 2 starters already, and I mean, it's so hard to know what Wyatt Milam's doing, what some of these guys are doing, because you don't even, when they do something that's above board, you don't even know because you know what you're looking for.
Yeah, yeah, but that's not good. So we'll find out more here. And again, Travis Hunter's gonna be playing a lot of corner, man.
He should be.
He's just going to be playing a lot of corner.
And you know what? In all honesty, if De'Ami Brown and Parker Washington can be good, they might pull the reins some. They may change their mind. They may say we're going to play him as a corner and then, give him a package on offense rather than play him as a receiver and give him a package on defense. Maybe what helps the team ultimately. But I think for that to happen, I think that Parker Washington and De'Ami Brown got to be. And we won't know this till midseason or 3 or 4 weeks in. But if our pass defense is terrible and our best cornerback isn't playing all the time, it might be time to reevaluate.
You got to play him.
He's not our best receiver.
Do you guys agree with this?
He might be, but he's not right now.
Right. Do you guys agree with this statement? And I do. The way the media covers these guys would make you think Shedeur was the number 1 pick and Cam Ward was a 5th rounder.
Well, there's definitely there's a lightning rod to Shedeur that's not there for Cam. Yeah, that's for sure. And Cam is also in, outside of Jacksonville, one of the bottom 3 noticed markets.
Yeah.
They ignore Nashville like they do us.
I just think that it's fair to say going forward, back to the Jags, by the way, I just think it's fair to say going forward about this defense. Look, man, I think they had somewhat convinced us, many of us, that, you know what? Coaching wasn't real good on the defensive side of the ball last year. We chronicled it. Scissors, paper, rock. Let's all get fat. Let's move up positions. Nothing seemed to work. Every move they made was not really a great move, it seemed like. So we get a new, fresh perspective, new, fresh look. And if the defense does not get better, then you got to start looking at the players. I think that's fair. And not having 2 of your interior defensive linemen can't be a good thing.
I think it would be incredibly dangerous and inaccurate to make any judgments on one possession. And you know this. I'm not telling you anything. I'm just saying we do it every year.
Mm-hmm.
We either take way too much satisfaction out of playing well in the preseason. I'll remind everyone, 3-0 last year. How did we do in the regular season?
Undefeated, didn't we?
Yeah, 3-0. No, in the regular season last year. Yeah, we went 4-13. We went 3-0 the year before. How'd that go? Didn't make the playoffs.
Nope.
The year we made the playoffs, guess what? 0-3.
0-3, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying you lose to win or win to lose. I'm saying that they have absolutely nothing to do with each other. Let's imagine last year's Dolphins-Jags season opener was instead the preseason finale, and each team chose to play their starters the first half. How would we have felt about our football team? Pretty good, right? We'd have been up 17, and yeah, this is a game we'll win. Yeah, we're pretty good. Look at this. It's a 60-minute, 17-game season, and a 7-minute glimpse of the first dress rehearsal. The problem is we can't fall back on, well, we know we're good. That's no big deal. Our defense has stunk. So until we see something to the other, it's a little more alarming for us than it would be if, say, Baltimore's defense got hit for an opening drive touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
In fairness, that certainly means a lot more.
Yeah. We'll see. But I would expect a better performance Sunday by the defense. Part of it should be the competition.
I mean, we may it may get to a point where we do, we start to learn some of these answers. I mean, to your point, they know what it looks like. They know what it looked like. They've looked at the film. It doesn't look good. The defense was just, they were given wide open gaps. Now they're going to tell them to play stickier. So they're going to come play stickier. Well, don't get beat deep. I mean, the one thing that didn't happen the other day, and it's not good enough, but there was nobody like running wide open deep. It seemed like we saw that twice a game last year.
Well, unless you're going down the middle of the field.
Well, again, those are more seam routes, 15, 20 yards down. I'm talking about like just getting open and getting you for 30, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the defense wasn't good. You also
Guy went 7-7 on his first drive.
Well, you have I get it. I'm not in any way shading it as anything good. I'm just saying overall, overall over the course of the night, it wasn't, I'm just never a big fan. I never have been. I'm not going to use this as the example. In any sport, I just prefer man-to-man to zone. You get your best athlete and let him shut down their best athlete, and you're good to go. No zone can help you. But I understand it's not that simple, and they're so good. And the ones that run effective zones and fool you, we didn't fool anybody on Saturday, huh?
No.
Yeah, when he went back to pass, he was as comfy as could be.
Wasn't much of a pass rush.
Our edge rushers may as well just had a sandwich and drank some lemonade.
I mean, Smoot got a sack, but the sack was a coverage sack. Sure. That was a good play by Hunter, quite frankly. So... And if he had thrown it, he probably would have picked it. Yeah. He was sitting on it. So
he looks like he is one of the guys on offense, and he looks like he's a difference maker on defense.
So I will take a break. We'll keep it rolling.
See what's trending or NC headline? What are we doing?
One of the two.
I feel like could be a headline.
Well, we got to get some stuff off our chest.
Yeah.
You're listening to The Drill. We're live inside the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
When you're faced with damage in your home from water, fire, or mold, you need a team with the expertise to fix it right.
Resto Pros.
A locally owned, nationally backed franchise that's here to help you when you need them. A team that does it right the first time.
Resto Pros.
Remember, you don't have to use the insurance company's preferred contractors. Get it done right by a licensed professional you can trust. Call 904-201-9151 or go to RestoProsNEFlorida.com. That's RestoProsNEFlorida.com.
Resto Pros.
Life is just so busy this time of year. Between work, the kids' games, family vacations, I need a yard hero to free up my weekends.
You mean somebody who does mowing and trimming?
Yeah.
How about mosquito control?
Yeah.
What about irrigation and pet waste removal?
You do that too? You're my lawn hero.
Find your lawn hero at heroeslawncare.com. Heroes Lawn Care, because every lawn needs a hero.
This Date in Sports History is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On August 11th, 1991, American hero John Daly wins his first major championship after winning the PGA Championship at Crooked Stick.
Florida Heat hitting like a heavyweight? Time to call in the champ. KO Electric and HVAC. We knock out the heat and power up your comfort. Fast, reliable, and undefeated in home service. KOElectricJacks.com. KOElectricJacks.com.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Twin Peaks Scratch Kitchen scores every time. Dig into hand-smashed burgers, chef-inspired flatbreads, and more at your local lodge.
Mike Dempsey for Apex Roofing and Contracting of Jacksonville Beach. If your roof's got any damage, if it leaks, if it's just old and ugly, call my friends at Apex Roofing. But Mike, roofs are so expensive. It's true, quality roofing is not cheap, but Apex Roofing has up to 100% financing available, so you don't have to compromise quality for budget. Apex Roofing, no shortcuts, no stress, just quality work with financing available. Reach for the peak with Apex Roofing and Contracting in Jacksonville Beach. ApexRoofingFL.com.
You're shriveling up bad.
Playoff-bound Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp are in full swing at the newly renovated VyStar Ballpark. Your home for affordable family fun. Tickets start at just $5. Fireworks after every Friday home game, and kids round the bases after Sunday games. Log on to jackshrimp.com for tickets and details. Jumbo Shrimp Baseball, affordable family fun.
If you're 35 to 75, you could get life insurance today. No medical exam needed. I'm Cody with Harborstone Financial. One call could protect your family for life. Call me today, 904-885-9566.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the cool down from the cool guys at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing. Fast, reliable, and honest service since '87.
A lot to cool down from. Cool down from a hot night at the bank. I'm glad there's only one preseason game in Jacksonville.
Yeah, right.
Both financially and, I mean, I know it works out the same every year when you do it, but it just seems better to me if we only have one. I'd rather have none, quite honestly. I'd rather let everybody, but we've already covered that. And if you made it down there, you know, it wasn't terrible. It's parking wasn't too bad or anything like that. You know, we park in different spots and things along those lines, but a little more hoofing around a little bit, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. Hopefully it wasn't bad for the fans. I don't think it was. It was a good crowd. The only part I didn't like was towards the end of the game, and some folks had left, but towards the end of the game, we got the ball back with a chance, and I heard this. Defense.
Because of the
and it was them, not us.
Yeah. I've noticed this in all sports, Hick. Not just football, but it used to be in baseball, certain franchises would have a loud segment of fans at opposing venues, and and certain venues were more apt to be overtaken. But now, like even baseball cities, there is a loud group of the opponent. Like San Diego, I'm watching them play Boston yesterday. The Boston fans going, a lot of cheering. Chicago, St. Louis, I guess it's the StubHub, Hick. I guess everybody can get tickets to any venue anymore, and so people now don't just go to home games. They go to wherever they can see a game, and they like to cheer for their team on the road. But all of these games, and we certainly know here in Jacksonville what a good, healthy road crowd looks like.
Yeah.
You get a bunch of them.
Yeah.
But that's going on across sports a lot more than it used to. They used to shut her down. I wouldn't mind shutting her down and only allowing a certain amount of the visitors.
But I thought for a preseason game, I thought it was good. It was good. It was fun. And the bank always been loud, even when it doesn't fill up. But hopefully this year they'll give us reason to come out there. Remember, they got to prove us some stuff now, man. They've been ass bad at home.
Terrible.
I mean, just terrible.
I am not. There's not. Listen.
Take back the bank, boys.
Overall, I'm optimistic. Yeah. I am overall more optimistic than not, but I still am very skeptical. I don't believe they're going to beat the Panthers until they come out and beat the Panthers.
Right.
I mean, week 2 last year against the Browns, just inconceivable you'd play as bad and heartless and gutless as you did. So, if nothing else, have them ready to play. And we weren't ready to play last year from the end of the first half all the way through the Buffalo game. We didn't even compete. So, annoying. I'm here for this this PGA playoff. Here's hoping yesterday was just kind of a preview.
Yeah, that was good stuff.
As they narrow down the
Great
field.
golf.
They take it to 50. They'll play this week to get it to 30, and then to get it to 30, and then play for it all.
They moved the whole location on 18
after they played it a couple times.
Yeah. That's kind of and I said I think that's going to be an advantage for JJ because he keeps hitting the ball right there.
Yeah.
And he sure as heck did it right over there again.
He missed it. But Rose made the longer putt there. Yeah. But by the way, I have gotten confirmation. Stewart has waved the white flag, and he has gotten tee times at the stadium.
Wow.
It's over. We've held him off, which I can't wait for brunch with the tour tomorrow. I'm literally picking Johnny Vegas and
I don't
Ricky
care.
Fowler.
Yeah, I'm just going to close my eyes.
Sure.
And,
throw a dart.
I was talking to my friend Michael P. Harris, Oceanside Cleaners, and he says, Hick, I appreciate being part of the family. He's part of the family now, and man, I can tell you how these guys have been doing this for 35 years. Family affair over there. His mom, his kids, his wife. I mean, they're terrific folks. And because they've been doing it for so long, they're so proud of what they do. Oceanside Cleaners, stability, success. If it's got fabric, they can clean it. Dry cleaning and laundry, bedding, and Boy, I could tell you all about their award-winning bridal gown preservation, but 2 locations to serve you. They got a kiosk there. You can drop the stuff off. They make it just so easy for you. Off Southside Boulevard right here by us in Ponte Vedra as well. Oceanside Clears, we just don't clean, we care. But I tell him, I said, you sponsor New York City headlines. He said, what?
Yeah, they're awful dirty.
He said,
They
what?
Need to clean those up.
We got to clean them
up. All right,
up.
fire up the band.
Here we go.
These are, listen, they're too outrageous to be embellished. These are
Capital idea. U.S. military preparing to surge National Guard troops to Washington, D.C. to fight local crime and youth violence.
I don't
clean it up.
I don't live in Washington. Y'all do what you got to do.
Love you, my angel. Girlfriend in New York are shot dead during Puerto Rico trip to see Bad Bunny concert. Shares heartbreaking post.
I mean, I was just in Puerto Rico. Thankfully, no gunshots.
A brain case.
Prince Andrew annoyed by lack of royal status. Has no future.
Is Andrew the one that was with the Epstein crew? Those guys? Is that him? I don't want to misspeak here, but
Hard of hearing, rapper stops concert to scold mom for irresponsible act with her baby.
I don't. There's so many questions to come out of that I don't know where to.
Sometimes it takes the rapper.
I don't know where it goes there.
All he does is win. Michael Jordan's boat wins $400,000 second prize for 71-pound fish in prestigious White Marlin Open.
I guess that's down in South Florida. You know, his NASCAR team won a couple of weeks ago with Bubba Wallace.
All he does is win.
Yeah, all he does is win.
Doctor loses license after being caught on tape stalking through office naked, performing sex act on employee.
Yeah, probably shouldn't be allowed in the doctor industry.
Probably not.
That's frowned. That type of behavior is frowned upon here, Doc. We're gonna have to ask you to leave.
Christy Brinkley reveals wild take on marriage after her 4 failed unions.
Yeah, here's a wild take. I'm unmarriable.
Giant joke. Undercover Eli pranks PGA Tour stars at St. Jude Championship. Who is this freak?
Eli loves this stuff. I mean, shame on the golfers not recognizing Eli Manning. Did you see this one?
Yeah.
FedEx guy. I didn't watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
I just watched a little bit of it, and it was kind of maybe like crawly. So
Embracing her wild side, Kristen Cavallari flaunts new, bigger breast implants and tiger print bikini while vacationing in Mexico.
You've laid out. You've gotten laid out. You've had everything, all kinds of relations on national TV for years. So way to let your hair down, honey.
Head over to Google and check it
Glad
out.
you finally busted out of your shell.
Kathy Griffin confirms 3rd facelift after raising eyebrows with very taut appearances.
Dude, they can't lift that face high enough to make it attractive, bro.
Oh, no.
Come on, Kathy Griffin. There ain't no fixing that thing.
Woman vanishes after telling kin she was being followed, and unknown man then picking up her phone.
Can we just track that thing? Maybe track the phone. I don't
Pete
want
Davidson kisses pregnant girlfriend Elsie Hewitt in rare PDA photo as romance heats up.
Oh, I didn't know that Pete Davidson had a new gal. I'll have to look that up. I saw the Pete Davidson movie. I think it's on Prime or Apple One of, but Pete Davidson, Eddie Murphy, and girl Eva Longoria. It was good.
New York City principal's illicit affair with teacher exposed by scorned wife after helping lover get tenure.
Yeah, I got no problem with the scorned wife. I get it, man. I mean, I get it. It's painful, but oh well.
Jordan Hudson responds to podcast host going public with awkward cold call story.
Well, she apparently called the girls to do the podcast and talked to them for like 5 hours off air, and then they ran with everything that she told them. So
That would happen.
shut your mouth,
Scientist
Jordan.
challenges world leaders over mystery comet he fears could be alien probe.
Yeah, I
Time
saw
is
this.
running out.
This is some wackadoodle at Harvard that's saying something they see coming out of a black hole is actually like an alien surveillance vehicle or craft, and instead of just being a comet that everybody else in the world thinks it is. So score another one for Harvard, the bastion of higher learning.
Actual headlines from New York City periodicals
on 1010XL.
The Drill.
From the DivorcemenOnly.com studios.
Hello, Jacksonville. This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. At Orthopedic Specialists of Jacksonville, we know not every injury happens on Sundays. Sometimes it's flag football, weekend yard work, or just playing with your kids. That's why we built a team of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons, experts in everything from knees and shoulders to spine and sports injuries. Whether you're chasing championships or chasing your dog, we've got you. Learn more at osjax.com. That's osjax.com.
Your doctor says your testosterone is normal. Normal for who? Beta males? That's where those lab ranges come from. Male Excel uses optimal levels, where you were at 25, not where outdated mainstream medicine thinks you should be. Our protocol is different, daily dosing, multiple hormones, personalized to your body, not some insurance company's spreadsheet. This is precision medicine, not sick care. Try mailexcel.com, free test. Stop being normal. Start being optimal.
What's happening, folks? It's your main man, ET here. And if you've ever been injured in an auto accident, visit my buddy Dr. McGowan at McGowan Spinal Rehabilitation Center. You have 14 days to see a doctor and protect your insurance benefits, even if you're at fault. And no matter what you hear, you have the right to choose your own doctor. And I recommend the team at McGowan Spinal Rehabilitation. They're auto experts and will guide you through every step of the way to ensure the care that you need. Your recovery starts with McGowan Spinal Rehabilitation.
Finding the right plumber to reline your cast iron pipes doesn't have to be a stressful experience. When you hire Superior Plumbing and Pipelining, you can rest assured you're getting the best in the industry. At Superior Plumbing and Pipelining, we're so confident in our work that we encourage you to get multiple estimates. Look at each company's reviews and check the scope of their pipelining work to make sure it's what you're expecting. But at the end of the day, make the superior choice. Superior Plumbing and Pipelining. Request a free estimate at superiorplumbingjacks.com.
As a law enforcement officer, safe roads are one of my top priorities, ensuring everyone can get home safely each day. Some never will, due to aggressive driving, being distracted, or speeding on the roads. And too often, that results in the toughest part of my job and the longest walk in my life. I'm so sorry. I have some very sad news to share with you.
9 people will be killed on our Florida roadways today. Don't let it be you or a person you love. Buckle up every trip, every time. Let's get everyone home safely. A message from Florida Department of Transportation, Target Zero. For more information, visit targetzerofl.com.
Frank Franzi here for Coyle & Son Fencing. Jacksonville is full of memorable sports memories. Remember the 2017 AFC Championship game when Miles Jack wasn't down? Do you know what else isn't down? Fences installed by Coyle & Sons. Their fences have been standing tall here in Jacksonville for nearly a century. If you're in the market for a new fence, I recommend calling Coyle & Sons today at 904-356-4821 or visit coiljacks.com. That's C-O-Y-L-E jacks.com. coiljacks.com.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, rock. We're going to rock around the clock tonight with Black Friday Soul.
Some are saying that this is your high school era music for you.
Oh, yeah.
They're saying.
Not really, but yeah. It's fine.
The Fonz is you know what I don't like
Some
about
guy on
social
Twitter
media?
yesterday said the dinosaurs at 1010XL, and he had one follower. So I said, tweets like this is why you have only one friend. Sincerely, Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Thank you. Good job.
I thought that was a good one.
Yes.
You see that, E?
I saw that.
Did you like that? Did you chuckle?
Hickosaurus Dan you could have gone with. Yeah. What makes you a dinosaur, by the way?
Because we're old, the dinosaurs,
we
I
are?
guess. I guess so. The dinosaurs at 1010XL. Now, I don't know.
I don't know what that means.
I mean, I guess because you're so young and hip, dinosaurs know more than you know.
Yeah, I'm not a dinosaur.
Be smart
at all,
to listen to the dinosaurs.
Try my dog.
I ain't a dinosaur.
Don't come at me.
I'm a lot younger than I am.
Yeah. I got you.
I don't know what to tell you. I know this. Dinosaurs tip better than you do, Chief. Dinosaurs get old enough where they can, pay to go out and stuff. That's the only benefit of getting. I don't care what your job is. When you're old, you got a lot more freedom and flexibility.
And I had another one tell me bro, and I said, I'm not your bro.
Yeah.
Don't call me bro.
Yeah,
Especially if you're like 23 years
old. I say
old.
bro a lot.
Don't call me bro. You can call me bro.
Yeah.
I'll be your bro.
He should call you sir.
23-year-old doesn't know me. Don't call me bro.
Yeah.
No.
That social media can make you tense.
No Tyson Campbell or Anton Harrison at practice today.
Did they cut Tyson Campbell? That's what's happened?
They've cut him.
Well, hopefully. While we're, parsing through the...
Yeah, it's not good. He wasn't great, and he wasn't... and now he's out, hurt. So
I could see him look like he got a little banged in that game, man. This is, again, maybe you're better off with, Monteric Brown getting healthy and him playing.
Yeah.
We've just been told year after year, Tyson Campbell this, Tyson Campbell that. And for whatever reason, it just hasn't shown up since like year 2. And Fred likes him and he's vouched for him. And he got all the tools, Hick. He's a bigger man than people think. He's a tall guy. He's lanky, or at least got some length out there.
Mm-hmm.
Should be physical, and he's hurt a lot, man, isn't he?
Yes.
Isn't he the most injury-prone player on our team?
If Tyson Campbell doesn't play well this year, he moves to the front of the line of disappointments, man, and they paid him. I mean, we need Tyson Campbell.
Yeah, this guy, Balky, the Balky gave one last parting shot with some of these extensions and paid him deals. Paid him Walker Little, paid him Tyson Campbell. This guy didn't exactly pick not that those guys shouldn't be on the team this year. That's not the point.
Right.
But to identify them as part, that's what you're doing when you pay those guys first contract. You're identifying them as part of your core, right?
Yeah.
You could have given us one more and just signed ETN for 5 years and $50 million. Just give us one more on the way out there, Trent. Where is Balky? Does anyone know? You looked it up?
I was asking about him. I think what I was told was he bought some land up in maybe Wisconsin, and he was working on that, so he might be up there. I don't think he's doing anything in the league now. Remember, he was working for the NFL when we brought him in, right?
He probably should be dairy farming and baling hay. That sounds like a perfect task-oriented job, or you can't fail.
Yeah.
You can't fail milking a cow, Hick.
You can't?
No.
Oh. What if you get kicked or something?
Well, you can get hurt milking a cow then, I suppose. It's hard to fail milking a cow, I would think. Does anybody actually milk cows anymore? Or do they have machines for that, you think?
I think they milk
You do you? Like people like Farmer Bill up there in Wisconsin, he goes out in the morning and gets right under Bessie and grabs those teats and just milks her?
Yeah. Might.
I don't think milking a cow would be fun.
No?
Seems kind of weird to me.
Well,
that's just me.
I do love milk.
That's for sure.
I do love milk.
bet you that milk, and this is where we're so thrown off the story.
Uh-huh.
I bet you if you had that milk straight out, you'd think it was gross.
Oh yeah, I'm
warm,
sure.
thick, and now I need that ice cold, homogenized milk to go with my chocolate chip cookies. Then I love milk. I tell you what we did yesterday. Mrs. P made some delicious French toast. You a French toast fan?
I am.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, I love French toast. She made a good one. But the bread's what makes the French toast, by the way.
Sir.
But she made a good French toast yesterday. Made us, I should say, some bacon, some hash browns. It was good stuff, right? And then so I get about halfway through the French toast and the syrup and the breads all, and it's time, man. It is time to go get that big 20-ounce ice cold glass of milk.
Mm-hmm.
Open the fridge. Oh no.
No milk?
No milk, dude.
Oh.
No milk.
Oh.
Yeah.
It almost.
You guys kind of split the shopping, so it's on both of you.
It almost ruins pancake / French toast with no milk, because buddy, that is something about that syrup when it hits either like pancakes, waffles, French toast. It's like I think milk there might even be better than milk after cake or cookies. Mm-hmm. It's close.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember? Do you guys remember Peanut the squirrel up in New York State?
I remember this. I remember y'all talking about this. I
Do you
can't
remember Peanut?
They to save him or something. They were going to kill him.
They executed that little.
For what? What did he do again?
No reason why.
Yeah, no, there was something.
There's no reason why they killed a little squirrel.
Yeah,
His little pet, pet Peanut.
Yeah, they did.
That little pet squirrel.
Yeah.
I think you're not supposed to have peanuts.
That's what it was. You couldn't take the wild squirrel into the New York compartment, and then the city came and got him. And I guess now
the word is that I'm getting from my homies is that that's going to be an expensive execution
from your homies.
My homies up in New York State.
Have they not killed? What do you mean? They're going to sue?
He dead. He gone.
They're suing for Peanut.
We're talking like $10 million.
I do not think that you should get any money for them taking your illegal squirrel and killing it.
Let me ask you a question.
That's where that comes from. That comes from you, boss. They're suing the city.
Let me ask you a question.
I mean, take a poll of the denizens of New York. Hey, y'all want to pay for Peanut? Hell no. She should have known better.
Let me ask you a question. Do you have any pets right now?
I don't. I'm petless. It's beautiful.
Really?
Yeah.
Who was your favorite pet of all time?
Oh, I could have said that. It's Bentley, wasn't it?
Yeah, Bentley's.
No, he hated
sorry
Bentley.
Ass pet. If I
he would have paid someone to kill Bentley.
My favorite is it's kind of a tie, but I'm going to go with.
You had a cat.
I'm going to go with my cat Pepper. My dog Murphy though is a real close second, but sadly, Bentley lived forever, and Murphy died after 5 years. Totally unfair. God couldn't take the little pain in the ass.
If we executed
good one.
Pepper the cat,
yeah,
and gave you $10 million, would
Yeah.
you have let them execute Pepper?
Wow, man, that's a lot of money.
These are tough questions to ask over the air, bro.
It's a tough question.
Yeah, I don't care, man. If you would not have, again...
You think about it.
$10 million. Think about it, bro. I guess I'm the only realist. I can't have a pet worth more than $10 million. I have kids. You ever heard of them? All you pet lovers, if you also have children, that $10 million means something.
Hey, Jeff, you're not the only realist because it would have been chitty, chitty, bang, bang.
Come on, man. I'll do it myself. How about that? For $10 million, I'll do it myself.
Boom!
Oh, no.
2-minute drill is driven by Nimnet. Nimnet Chevrolet on Cassidy.
Dynamite!
You just tell me how you want it done.
He didn't like that question, Tony. He didn't like that one. He didn't like that being aired. Dirty laundry being aired right there. Pepper the cat, $10 million. What are you taking?
Oh, that's easy.
Goodbye, Pepper.
Yeah, I've had some pets that I love. $10 million buy.
Ooh.
You know, like I'll mourn you for a day. Like that'll be what I give you.
Damn.
And several years down the line, when all the pets I've replaced you with for my $10 million, right? Like whatever I'm doing with, I can get plenty of pets.
You know what? To know the truth? It'd take a hell of a lot less than $10 million.
Right.
Like that's the truth. I mean, we're getting to thousands.
Right.
Oh no.
On some level.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I could.
I love my cat to death. Just I don't want to see it. I don't have anything to do with it.
Just know this then. Yeah. When Pepper needed that,
they're gonna die anyway.
Life-saving surgery.
They're dying anyway.
That cost $1,300.
No, I didn't do that.
Like offer that lady whatever the cost is to replace the squirrel, and maybe $1,000 for suffering because your pet died.
Especially a squirrel, man. This isn't even a cat or a dog. Yeah. If they come in and they rip Muffy from your hands, and you've had. I mean, like my cat, I had for 14, 16 years.
We'll give you
and I would still say it's not worth $10 million.
You're not going to be petless. We'll give you enough money to have a pet. You know, like I don't know what else you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to have this.
The problem also is this. The problem is that in this case that you're telling your neighbors, y'all are giving me this money.
Yeah.
Because it's coming from the city. Yeah. It's from the taxes, from the deer.
What do you got cooking today, Tone?
We'll have David Garrard in with us as we're getting closer to our regular schedule throughout the week. It's not full this week, but we will have logs in tomorrow to check the tape. And there is DG9 poking his head in the studio. Dempsey's doing a Sirius XM deal over there at Jaguars training camp, so he's not going to be in with us, but he will be down there at 1 o'clock with logs, and they got everybody coming on basically to talk to him about Jaguars training camp. We'll react to what happened on Saturday against the Steelers and a little bit of what's happening at practice today. It is interesting, right? Like Tyson Campbell, Anton not being available at practice today. So they have different guys in different places. I've already seen McCary's the guy that they're working at right tackle during practice today, keeping Udoga there at right guard. And them trying to figure out the math on if they decide McCary and Udoga are two of their 5 best offensive linemen, who isn't playing?
Well, they like Udoga.
Right.
I mean, down there on Saturday night, I heard a lot of good things about Udoga. I hear he's very,
and by the way, he was
very
not
competitive with Macari.
He was was positioned as he may not be here after training. You know, the preseason may be it for the Udoga.
But all the reports are
everyone getting hurt, showing that versatility.
Yeah.
He has showed up well.
They love him. Do one of the tackles come off the field to get those 5 guys on? It's just unclear right now how that would work. But if they are 2 of their 5,
you got to get the best ones out.
Got to get them out there.
So that's one thing about this O-line and all this years of mediocrity. They keep running the same guys out there for the most part.
Well, have a great show.
Right, it's coming up next. I'm going to end with this.
Yes.
It's a shot at Balky. Oh, well. Balky can milk a cow wrong. He tried and milk the bull. Then he would blame the ranch hand for not doing proper onboarding.
Time to swerve.
Swerve right. Swerve. Swerve. Swerve right. The drill.